Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit educational or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Viewer discretion is advised.
Breaking tonight, the urgent effort underway right now to find survivors after the devastating earthquake in Colombia. Look at this tonight, the newborn baby pulled from the rubble alive, the mother surviving too. Just a remarkable scene there. And first responders looking for victims at this hour, saying every minute counts. ABC's Faith Abube on the scene in Colombia tonight.
Tonight, miracles in the rubble. Rescuers carefully pulling this newborn baby out alive from a collapsed 5-story building in Cali, Colombia. Incredibly, that baby boy suffering only minor cuts and bruises. His mother also survived. Signs of hope 24 hours after the most powerful earthquake to hit Colombia in a decade.
Shalom, beloved brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike. Welcome. Thank you for being here. It is good to be here. Today is, for me, Zedek, August 20th, 2026, and it's currently 5:01 p.m. Eastern Time, pre-recorded. Now, I'm trying something new. You may see the voice of the video peak or not. Forgive me in advance because there is no way for me to tell if this thing is recording or not. It's going to be pretty frustrating, but anyway, let's keep on moving. What seems to be the problem here? Beloved, are you not seeing the issue here? People are asking, people are wondering, what's going on around the world? In a span about a month or so, they had multiple 7.0, 7.23. This one was a 7.7 earthquakes that happened over there in Colombia. All right. Boy, I lost my train of thought here. Let me see, is that thing recording? All right, it is recording. So, as I was saying before, why is it this thing is going on over there? What seems to be the issue? What is it that every single time when we turn on our phone, the TVs and computers, it is always something tragic. It is always something catastrophic. This is a 7.7 earthquake that happened in Colombia. Now, notice how the news do not talk about the earthquake. The title, this is from ABC News. The title of the video is "Baby Pulled Alive from Rubble as Colombia Earthquake Death Toll Rises." They didn't say 7.7 earthquake happened in Colombia and things like that. They don't give any information. They just show the heroic aspect of it. We went into Colombia before. I am implying the definition, but we're just going to brush over it a little bit more, one more time, so that people will understand what's going on here. What does the name Colombia means?
The name Colombia means land of Columbus, derived from the explorer Christopher Columbus and the Latin suffix used for countries. The name's root, Columbus, also comes from the Latin word for dove.
All right, that's what I need. Dove, or a pigeon, some type of flying bird and stuff like that. Columbus, 1492. when he landed over there on the island, which is now was always known as Haiti or Haiti, which they renamed Hispaniola. That's where you get the word Hispanic, because if you ask an Hispanic or a Latin American, so to speak, or Latino or Latina, their origin, they would probably not giving you the proper context of it. For instance, you would have thought a Latino would speak Latin. You would have thought a Latina would speak Latin, or people from Latin America, they all either speak Latin or they have something to do with the Roman Empire. Not to that degree that folks are thinking, but they don't. You would have thought if you ask an Hispanic, okay, from Hispaniola, which is the island of Haiti. It's the entire island, though, known as Haiti, but it is divided in two. There's the Dominican Republic and Haiti. If you ask, because Haitian is not an Hispanic, but a Dominican is indeed an Hispanic. So they categorize Hispanic as being cultural, but all those things are wrong. And this is the proper definition of it. Colombia is come from the Latin word Columbus, which means the dove or dove. Colombe is French for a white dove or white dove. District of Columbia in Washington, D.C., around that area, they are talking about the dove. The dove is the Holy Spirit. Columbus was guided, was brought by the Holy Spirit. He made it very clear. He wrote about it in his book. And his notes, he wrote about it. And here's the issue I personally am having with the scholars and historians. Well, Christopher Columbus, he was a genius. I mean, the man discovered America, because the land, there ain't nobody over there, a bunch of savages living there. But when they discover America, he know how to navigate. He used the sea, the compass, and navigation, and he knows the wind, the position of the stars. That's like a super smart man. And indeed he was. He had a high IQ, indeed he was. He had all those things. They agree with the man from top to bottom, except for a couple of stuff. They disagree with him. And his voyage and his journey, his book, he literally, and his book, beloved, we gave proof before, you can do your research, he wrote down, when I came upon the island of Hispaniola, and I saw 3 mermaids. And this is from Christopher Columbus, the actual real Christopher Columbus, Holy Spirit, dove. Columbia doesn't mean of land of Columbus. That's not what that is. It just means the Holy Spirit. That's what that is. So he said, when I came into the island, to the coast of the island, he saw 3 mermaids. Said, they came out of the water to such a degree that you can see them clearly. And they are not the typical alien, the typical mermaid, the beautiful, let's go, mermaids. A lot of people were giving this movie crap because, the Little Mermaid was played by a black woman, when the original story was, you know, that the Grimm brothers were black German. They were black guys, black brothers. All the story were about black folk, but they got Swagger Jack and all that. So people were giving this movie hell and stuff like that because stuff. So a mermaid, so to speak, is a beautiful creature which is half woman, half fish. All right. In the book of Enoch, they mention mermaid. All right. And the good book of Enoch mentioned that mermaids were women that had lie or lay down with fallen angels and stuff like that. There are multiple of them. Okay. So this is the mermaid things that they have in there, and books mention them, and all those things mention them, all those notes and historical documents, cultures. They all mention this thing because they seen it. They have documentation of it. It's not something they are making up. Okay, that's a male mermaid right there. All right, well, a male mermaid, which is extremely rare according to our studies. All right, we will go into this. So Christopher Columbus indeed mentioned that he saw them, but they are not as beautiful as a woman, an actual woman. Okay. Oh boy, that thing brought me to the website. That's I don't want to go to the website. All right, let's choose a picture. Let's choose that little mermaid woman right there. Oh, there you go. Okay, so a mermaid like this is very beautiful and she's very seductive. She's a woman. You know, men, when they saw it, they don't care about the tail because she is beautiful. So he said in his journal that the mermaid that he purchased, there were 3 of them. They are not your typical beautiful singing mermaid. They came out of the water that you can see their body, their upper body. They came up high enough. And they look at him, they scan him. And they let him pass. They were threats. You see, our land, when we were in the blessing, were guarded. We have creatures that guards our land. If you look at the map right here, we show this map all the time, every single time this type of conversation rises. When you look at that map right there, okay, you go at the bottom of the map where they said Antarctica have ice. Well, there is no ice there. It's called Island of Fuego, or Terra del Fuego, which means the land of fire. Okay, where you have this bird, aka the Z's bird right here you are looking at here. Oops, put it right there. It's a little bit difficult. The Z's bird, you can see this bird right here carrying an elephant. Do you know what it takes for a bird to carry an elephant like it is nothing? In some of our research, we find books that depicted them carrying 3 elephants, one in each claw and one in the mouth. Do you know what that is? So a bird to carry an elephant in their mouths? Okay? This is not something people just draw out of the sake of drawing things. And as you can see right here, there is mermaids, so to speak. Those can be considered as mermen, but they are mermaids because they are deformed. You got the double-legged, the dual legs mermaid, and they have beard, but they have breasts as women because that's a proper depiction of the one that are guarding those land. One of the main reasons those guys can't go past those land because they are being guarded by creatures like this. I mean, what on earth is this thing? Look at these creatures, okay? Would the back of it look like a fish? The head, what is that? It looks scale. There's a blowhole in there. The face look like a beak. The eyes is so big and it has ear. Fish does not have ears, and this thing has ears. And look at this is horrible. This is a terrifying creature, but they are here. Okay, look at this one right there. All right, a double blowhole creature that look like a pig, a pointy nose pig. It is so huge, and they are pretty big. Okay, they can take down ship. They're as big as a ship. Okay, all right. So now in these areas that we are watching here, you can see those people that are here. You know, this man is a half. He's a courser. He's coursing the water with a human being, a naked human being on his back, and he's swimming. He's like a front goat, a horse, and the back is like a snake. Okay, so you got all those things that are. Let's see if we can enlarge. There you go. That's much better. Okay, you got all those things, beloved. All those creatures. This rabbit over there that is as huge as a freaking mountain, all right, that running around. Okay, we'll go to Colombia. There is this great king of Ethiopia. They call him, let me see the name of the king right here. Okay, Il Gran Prefe Jani de Rey de la Grande Ethiopia, of Higher Ethiopia. Okay, this is Peter Jani, the king of Greater Ethiopia. That means there is a lower Ethiopia. Remember, they refer to our people as Ethiopian because, you know, this could be Solomon. Okay, this could be Solomon. Of course, this is not the typical Hamite Ethiopian because you can see the holy cross upon his head and the holy cross upon his face right there, and he kept the holy beard right here. All right. So this is the land. They say this is where his stuff is. This is the land and stuff like that. Look at this creature right here. Okay, this thing is as big, and they are depicted in them as their size. See, those are mountains. Okay, this little line you see here, those are mountains, and this is the size of this thing. This thing is as big as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to 8 mountains. That's how big this creature is. And its back look all spiky. It look like a Godzilla type of creature, okay, that is four-legged. It's not a bipedal. Godzilla is, of course, four-legged, but it's a bipedal upright creatures. All right, now you can clearly see here a centaur. This is an actual centaur. Okay, people mention those creatures. They draw them. This map is hundreds of years old. All right. Okay, this centaur is a hunter. He got a bow and arrow. He's hunting some kind of animal. All right. Let's keep on moving. If you would like to get the map, you can send an email and I will send you the link to it. But it's usually on our website. So this is a mermaid right there. This is not a beautiful thing. Okay, you can see the breast, the tail, and this thing has those look like horns, and this isn't beautiful. This isn't something that I personally will have any sensual feeling towards and do things. Those are the double-legged mermaids. Okay, now before we jump into is that thing even recording? Yes, it is. Okay, YouTube probably gonna give me a little issue with this, but the original logo for Starbucks. This is the original logo for Starbucks, okay? And do not let anybody telling you these things are evil and stuff like that. This is the proper thing that it is, because this creature that you're looking at, they are actually real. 83 put their hands upon, and then they start seeing everything as sexual. They start seeing everything as sensual, and they start censoring things that is natural. You cannot censor a fish because you saw something in the fish that you do not like, or something that provoke you in certain ways. Okay, the original, all right, the logo of Starbucks used to be the double-legged mermaid. Okay, from 1971 to 1987, because that's what it was. That is something that it doesn't belong to those people, beloved. Those things have names, okay? They are actual creatures that exist. They are here to protect our land. They are here to protect our people. They are servant unto us. We lost the blessing. We lost the way to control them. Because of our disobedience, they were put on neutral. Now you can reactivate them. Those are considering AI, so to speak, AI agents. Okay, those are creatures you can control with command. All right, there are books in there, whether you want it or not. We have studies in there. We know where they at. Some of us come in communication with them. Okay, I'm not making this up. This is what that is. So in 1971 to 1985, the original Starbucks logo was a double-legged mermaid, okay, with her beautiful bosom out. And people, they protest. And now they flip the whole thing onto black folk. When they don't want black people to know about something, they will put one black or blacks out there protesting something that has nothing to do with either racism or offensiveness, and then they make black folk go against it so they can hide it, so they can take it away from them. This logo that you're looking at was nothing offensive. It had nothing bad about it. But they start protesting in the 80s. They said it was too provocative and stuff like that because of the bosom. As you can see a bosom here, which is not, I don't understand. This is a half fish, half woman creature. People find the bosom was offensive, so they cover the breasts. In 1987, okay, they covered the breasts. And then the protest came in. They say, okay, well, she looked fat, and then we can see her bottom right here. I can zoom in. They were protesting the bottom, and I'm not gonna buy your coffee because this and that. And then they censored them back in 1992. They hide the bottom, so they leave the hands and they leave the tail. Then they protest again. Okay. In 2011, they push it a little bit closer, which just show you this. It looked like a woman holding two pole or some kind of device. It doesn't look like this at all. So that's how they glean things out. They perverted things out. They take the life forces of things. We recently have an incident in January this year where Sony Corporation announced that they will no longer give physical copies to their game. The thing that those people are really good at is to take life forces out of things. Anything that had an enjoyment, anything that have the naturalness, the natural element in it, nature's element, they remove it. And that's why a bunch of the AIs out there, they are good, but when they are doing something, when you tell them a story, you tell them to watch something, they took the life forces out of the story. They make it bland, automatic. They made it like a robot. And that's why you should write the story and tell the AI, make the grammatical correction only. Because he will rewrite it, because that's how they set it up. Now, why would Starbucks, then again, this is not conspiracy theories. I'm not saying those things are evil or don't drink Starbucks and none of that. I'm saying all those things that you're seeing here, they belong to us. All right? This is our own stuff. Now, before I go to the whole Starbucks thing, what you are seeing here, for instance, Tartarian infrastructure.
Tartarian infrastructure is a theory about a lost civilization that supposedly built classical architecture worldwide, but mainstream historians disagree. They explain the shared styles through normal construction methods, colonial influence, and the use of affordable labor in the past.
So what they said here, they say Tartarian infrastructure. Listen, the word Tartarian, they just use it. It's just a word that they used to refer to this. That doesn't mean they were actual people from Tartaria, okay? It's just a name. All right, Tartarian infrastructure refers to a popular pseudo-historical conspiracy theories. Because anything that has to do with our people, it's pseudo. It's just, it didn't exist, okay? It's not real. All right? It's conspiracy. And when you show things like this, they say, "Oh, that's AI. Those are not real." But yet you guys destroyed them. Remember, during World War I, you were killing those creatures. The centaur that you see here. That's why you need things like this. The Gustav gun. See, a gun like this, you don't need a gun like that to shoot another human being. And you didn't make it too. You got it from the armory. The history that you told is a lie. Most of those images are AI generated. The AI is not something that just came out. It's been there since pre-1492. Our world was super advanced. You didn't build this. You took them out of the armory, the Atlantean armory. Okay, we had that war going on. We made peace with it. Well, not really, And you get those guns. You don't need a gun like that to shoot another person or to shoot war. You need them to shoot those type of 8 mountain sizes creature. Okay? Those things that were there guarding the land. Remember, our people were confined. Well, let me put this in. Our people were confined. Okay? Look at this creature right there. The head of a man and the body of a lion or whatever that is. All right? You were killing those creatures and clear out a part of the land. All right? It's blurry. Okay? Look at this thing. Okay? You can see this. There's 2 mermaids here. This look like a man with female breasts and a beard. And this is look like a woman because it doesn't have any beard. So we are assuming it's weird. Okay, and you can see the lower part right there. But for those people, this is offensive. And they will convince black folk that this is the devil, this is demons, this is offensive, go against this. This is racist. This is racism. You should march against this because, you are not a good Christian. And this is why those things are lost and they don't protect the land anymore because we lost the blessing. Okay, those huge elephant and things like that, those creatures. Look at this thing right there. What is that? This is some Jurassic type of animal right there, man. Okay, this thing is freaking huge. All right, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 mountain length. This is the actual length. There is a place where they say this is the actual length. They make things you can measure them. All right, that's how big those things they really are. Okay, look at those deformed people. Look at this creature. Look into a mirror or something. They look deformed. All right, but look at their color. Okay, look at this. This is a griffin type of animal, a dragon type of animal. Okay, people don't put those things out there because they just draw them. Okay, look at this giant fighting a dragon. Dragons are not small, and a giant is not small. Okay, this giant is like the size of a freaking mountain. It's fighting this dragon thing, it clubbing it, and then above there is a barbarian lion fighting some kind of griffin. Okay, they are territorial fighters. There's a story about them fighting all the time for territorial, okay, for territory. All right, this is Cyclops vel monoculus, an actual Cyclops, a one-eyed giant. You see them in that movie, the Odysseus by Nolan, Mr. Christopher, if I may say so I won't confuse with the fellow concerning the drowning. All right, all those things. Look at this creature right here. The face of a woman, breast of a human, and claw body like a leopard. Lakak or Lakash. I'm not quite sure what that is. Okay, let's put it right. Whoops. There you go. Okay, look at this creature right here. So now, why am I saying this? Because Christopher Columbus, when he got there, okay, let's go to America. Where's Colombia? We'll come back to the Starbucks. Oh boy, this map is a little difficult to pinpoint. There we go. This is America right here. Colombia is somewhere in the middle right here. Okay. Now, I want you to pay attention to this, okay? It says here, Regione dei Giganti. I believe this is Italian, which means the land of the giants, or the region of the giants. Those are giants, all right? Look at this bird. Look at how freaking huge that bird is. And those are the birds that are carrying, okay, elephants in their mouth. Look at South Pole, closer to Argentina. It's not even a sea. It's just they are separated by another river. Okay, because that's what it was. Well, when those people recently discovered what they are calling the South Pole, the Holy One, just like in the day of Peleg, it moved the land further from them and frees them. They can't go over there. Plus, they got things that are, watching this. They can't go over there. They can't go into this. This land actually exists, all right? Now, there you go, the bird carrying the elephant here. If, beloved, Christopher Columbus, world's smartest man, saw 3 mermaids, they were guardians of the water. When they approached him, because they were about to destroy the ship, they let him pass. And he said they weren't pretty. And all those scholars, all those historians, they disagree with him. They call him, he was drunk. The man was stupid. He didn't know what he was doing, because there's no such thing as mermaid, because we said so. Well, a second ago, you guys were like stroking that guy's stuff, saying that he has the highest IQ, he has this, he traveled from Europe and all the storm, he controlled this, navigation, he looked at the stars and all that stuff. And then the moment he mentioned mermaid, he was a drunk sailor. He was a drunk pirate. Oh, they weren't mermaids. They were manatees. And this is what you guys say they were. Okay? Manatees. Florida freshwater manatee. See, a manatee cannot stand upright. I don't care how much drunk you are or how far drunk Christopher Columbus was. He could never mistake 3 manatees that come out of the water so high that he could see their upper body. You see, human swimming, people swimming. Okay, well, people in deep water. Okay. See, when you are, there we go. That's a better picture. See, when you are in water like this, barely your head stay above water. Your upper body cannot go above the water unless you're standing on something. When humans are in water, okay, it's their neck and a little bit above the water reach the shoulders. They can't stand with the water reach their chest. Yet those 3 creatures came out so high and they were so freaking huge. Christopher Columbus gave, multiple things. He saw lights, UFOs and all that. All those claims were dismissed. All those claims he was drunk. Except when he discovered America, he was sober, he was smart. That's the lie you guys told. We'll come back to Colombia. When we look at infrastructures like this, and you guys destroy them, so you would hide the identities of the true owners, then it's not like you put AI out there. AI was already there. And then when people see things like this, okay, look at this. Is this AI? This woman that you're looking at, is this AI? Those people, this woman that are walking, these very tall people right there, these infrastructures that are behind them, is this AI? And this is of French over there, because the French, they keep meticulous records of the thing, the place that they reach over there. Okay, this is an actual video that they will say it's AI and stuff. They will try to prove things, that not too long ago when those people were allowed to come here, because they pretend they've been here for like thousands of years and they were doing it. No, they weren't. All right. So this person said, maintenant, ils sont en train de nous révéler la vérité. Avec l'apparition de l'IA, on va pas vouloir croire, which French mean now that they are about to reveal the entire truth. Okay, now they are showing this thing with the help of AI, so we won't believe. All right, this guy Blink 2 Second Game say this video is not AI. OK? Il nous montre ce qu'on était avant l'arrivée de l'IA. Et il nous révèle cela après l'IA pour en croire que c'est que de l'IA. What this fellow Emmanuel say, they are showing us who we were before AI. So when they reveal it to us, so we will say this is AI. Okay? The Messiah says something is real about this setting, because you cannot fake things like that. Those were real people. Okay? And you can see the Tartarian. The only thing they do to this thing, they just apply a filter. That's all. All right. This is like 1910. All right. Late 1800, 1910. All right. Before the whole thing, that look realistic. Okay. People are asking where and stuff like that. Okay. And this guy said, La Lumière said, il y a une grande différence. Okay. Well, let me just read with it. There is a great difference between a video made by AI and a real one, which dated multiple centuries. Because the timeline they told us, beloved, it's not real. They made up everything. They can't really go past the 1900. Barely. They really begin in 1914 with certain land they invaded. They get gold and stuff. Besides that, they can't really go back there. A lot of those stuff, the books that you read in school, they were written by AI. It's not, again, let me clarify the whole AI thing. Those people do not own the AI. It was given unto them. It was given over unto them because we effed up. I don't want my beloved to go out there and blame those people. I don't want my beloved to go out there and talk against them, because it was your fault. You are the one in your pride and arrogance. You go against the holy power. You slap your mother in the face. You spit on her face. You beat her almost to death. And the father had to do this to you. Remember, our people are still very proud. Okay, look at the size of this woman. Okay, and look at the soldiers. Those are tall men. Those are at least 7-footers, soldiers. And the tallest one is just below her breast. Just below her breast. Okay? And this is not false perspective. Look at the brother right here. Okay? All right? So, all right, look at this woman right here. Okay, look at this dude right here. Okay, look at the size of this woman and the man that is behind him. Barely reach her shoulder. All right, a lot of those things, they were already out there even before the age of AI. Hell, when I was a kid, I don't want to go to all those stuff, but anyway, you believe what you want to believe. Okay. All right, boy. How long we are into this thing? Good grief! Oh boy. All right, I'm thirsty, man. I gotta drink a little water before. Let's take a little break, drinking a little water, and then we will go to this map right here that backed up the other maps. Study to show thyself approved unto the Holy One.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
The Holy Spirit, our Mother herself, is in the midst of our class, teaching, showing, and reasoning with us. Come and study with us. Magic, psychology, technology, economy, art. Download our monthly Word of Power, secret and powerful prayers. Join today as a tier. Student, gravis, and better yet, intra templum. We must not cast our pearls before swine. The link is in the description. Join us today. Great glory! Study to show thyself approve. Okay, all this information we got them by studying. All right, we're back with this map now. When we look at that map, this is Latin for Americae sibi qualitae orbis partis nova et exactissima descriptio, which literally mean America, the fourth part of the world, exactly the new fourth part of the world, exactly as described. This is the exact America, nothing add, nothing take. This is what it is, and this is the map they made. As you can see in the Bermuda Triangle right there, you can see this creature. This is clear. This isn't something those people just draw for like, oh, this means there's hurricane there. This means, no, there's a freaking creature that is as big as the state of Florida. That can, it's so big it can crush Florida and Georgia. That's how big this creature is, and it is destroying ships right here. As you can see, those guys fled, and those little boats, and these dudes are like, you know, jumping, they are crying, and this thing is destroying boats. All right, destroying boats. So when you go to South America, right there, okay, Rio de Brazil, and you can see in the region of Brazil, you can see this fellow is cutting up somebody. You got the severed legs over there, severed hand, at least the picture, the depiction of them, and they are cooking and eating people, because those are the protector of the land. Certain places you go, those guys will take care of it, and they are in the Amazon. Okay, they are high-tech super civilization that live there. Okay, now, as you can see, they are cooking and eating somebody right there on the map. Okay, when we go down below, let's go a little bit down below right here. Now, look at this. It says, Tierra de Patagones, Gigantum Regio. This is Latin for the land of the giant, or the region of the giant. Okay, those are a typical giant. This is a 6, 7 feet, 8 feet tall man, and those are the giant, because that's how they say it in the description. When we go, beloved, okay, and the ancient maps, you always see Tierra de Magnalis closer, which is the South Pole. It's so close that you can even, it's like a river. You can cross it. But in the modern map, okay, the modern maps that we have, let's see if we can pull a modern map here. Okay, and if you go into all ancient maps right here, okay, and you can go down right here, and it says Regione de Giganti. You can see two giants in the same spot, the same place. How is that coincidence? How is that lie? Because those things are there. All right. Let's go back again. Let's go to the modern map. Oops. Let's close this. Okay, we go to the modern map. Look at how far. Oops. What are we doing here? There we go. Look at how far Antarctica is to this. If we measure it, let's measure Antarctica. Let's take line. Okay, from the closest land from this, it's about 674 miles, which is longer than the state of Florida. The distance between the Drake Passage and The South Pole is over 674 miles, which is in kilometers, it's about 1,085 kilometers. Does that make sense? The map that we are watching here, is that, beloved, is this 1,000 kilometers? Is this 600 miles? Punta del Norte, or the point of the North Pole, or whatever, in the north of that land, Tierra del Fuego. Does that look like it's 600 miles? Okay, this is 600 miles. 600. Put it in miles. And this is 674 miles. Okay, this is the closest. All right. Now, if we go to the state of Florida, we're going to measure from Key West. From Key West right here to, let's go line. Line is good. Let's go for Key West right there to until we reach 674. Okay, 600, and it's bigger. It's the distance. It's about here to the state of let's be gratuitous, to the state of North Carolina. Okay, the state of 600, the distance 674. Let's put it at 668 right there. So the distance is Key West to North Carolina. That's the distance they gave us. But when you look at the old map, it doesn't make any sense. It looked like a right across the street. It looked like a river. Because it was, and it is a river. This is not 600. This distance, if you compare it, this point to that point, it's not here to North Carolina, man. That's not what that is. Okay, all right. I think we're done with. Let's finish with this map. Now, this is the map. Okay, let's get Colombia, right here. Okay, let's go with clear. Oops, did I clear something that I shouldn't clear? I think I did. Oh boy. Where's Control V? Oh, anyway. So let's cut that out. Let's go to Colombia, beloved. See where Colombia is in South America. Whoops. Oh. Colombia, the country. Bogota, the capital. Colombia, Higuita, Colombia. Which one of you are familiar with Higuita? Anybody know Higuita? Higuita from Colombia. Anybody know Higuita? Okay, we're done with the Tartarian things, okay? Just to show you, those people didn't build those things, okay? That's why they are destroying them, because they didn't build them. Higuita, Colombia. Higuita, the goalkeeper. Higuita, the goalkeeper.
René Higuita was a famous Colombian football goalkeeper, nicknamed El Loco, or the Madman. He is known for his unique attacking style and his scorpion kick save against England in 1995.
So, as a kid watching Higuita, man, playing, this guy was something else. He was the Rick James of his time. All right? This is what... oh, boy, let's see this. Man, I don't think... Do I have time to go to this thing? I'm all over the place. Let me see. You know, Higuita... René Higuita. This is the kick. Let me try to get a video here. Higuita was an issue back then, man. Pele, Higuita, you know. All right, so this is Higuita right there. This is what he did.
Redknapp. Goodness me, have you ever seen anything like that in your life from a goalkeeper? That is quite the most remarkable piece of
when
goalkeeping
Igita did this,
I have ever seen.
This thing would have broke the
Extraordinary.
internet today, man.
A piece of work by Igita.
And that's how I've been doing. That's how I've been playing. That's when soccer was fun, man. When you were watching soccer, it was fun. It was fun. It wasn't about some dude, some racist, backwards scum, that they keep prepping and, giving advantage, can't even win anything. Nah, man. Igita was the real deal, for those of you who remember that play back then.
Redknapp. Goodness me, have you ever seen anything like that in your life from a goalkeeper? That is quite the most remarkable piece of goalkeeping.
And he did this all the time. He made the thing fun, man. So Igita was an issue. That guy was an issue. Not only on the football, but he was an issue in his country. This man was big. The government's scared of Igita. That's all I can say concerning that guy. But let's go in Colombia, okay? This is Colombia right there. Okay, Colomb, or the dove, the Holy Spirit, Bogota, and things like that. Medellin, there's a few brothers that left the passport over there in the state of Medellin in Colombia. Yeah, certain one of the brothers went over there, and they come back scratching a certain specific place. Some of the brethren go over there and then they get involved with certain people. Come to find out that person they got involved with got a bigger tools than they have. So anyway, this thing did happen in Medellin, or to the brothers that lost their passport in Medellin and stuff, this place over there and in Colombia, if you catch my drift. So now this is Colombia next to Venezuela. For those of you that may not know, about a month ago, there was a massive earthquake in Venezuela, okay, somewhere around stuff. And then there's another one in Granada in Spain today, and then Colombia, and then all over. This thing, it's moving. It's moving from this coast to that coast, and possibly, if it's a zigzag, moving that way to this way, there's no land, it's going to come back towards this land right here, this area, okay? All right? The whole island right here. A lot of people need to go. Okay, so let's see if we can identify the Colombia in the ancient map. All right, thank you, Igita. As a kid watching this dude. All right, let's go to see if we can get Colombia right here. So this is the area known as Colombia right here. Okay. All right, mountains, and look at this river right there. All right, this river, and in the midst of this river, there's a lot of dots in there. Are they islands? What are they? This river is not in the actual map. It's not the Amazon, okay? Is it the Amazon? No, that's not the Amazon. Wait, hang on. Could it be the Amazon? No, the Amazon doesn't run in Colombia. No, that's not the Amazon. You don't see this river here because this is the thick of the jungle. You can't see anything right here, beloved. It's thick. It's covered. There's not. You can see nothing here. You don't know what's under that. Okay. The same thing in the Congo in Africa. Okay. Well, I have an idea what thing that is in there because I visited over there. But anyway. Okay. So when we look at the map, the actual map right here, beloved. All right, you can see a dog that is the size of a mountain, okay? All right, this is a dog the size of a mountain. This is Peru or Peru, okay? Peru, Jeru, region del Peru, region del Jeru, Jerusalem, Jeru, Jerua, and stuff. So on the coast of Colombia right there, And you can see the wave are very violent, all right? Now, you can see around Colombia, there is Bay de Es Miguel. Not quite sure what the Bay mean, or B, the Es Miguel. O primero pa de oferta, pa de Pimas, de Camaza. Those are region. But we know what Miguel mean, okay? We know who's in the midst. We know who caused that earthquake over there in Colombia. Now, let's go a little bit below. Look at this creature right here. I don't know. I don't even know how to describe this. The two front legs are horses. The back is like a snake. And the tail is like fish. And the head is... What is this? What is that? Is it a beak? I don't even know what that is. Okay? Now, in the sea, you have those giant men, okay, shooting bow and arrows. I retract bow. I meant to say arrow at those ships that's trying to reach the Holy Land. And those things that are in the sea are shooting at them. Look at how huge this man is. He's like as big as this freaking boat. Okay? Because they're all there. And this is how far this thing is. He is about like this 500 miles or 1,000 kilometers. And they depict them really big. All right? They are shooting at the stuff right here. And as you can see here, excuse me, this double blowhole whale-like fish creature destroy a ship. And we go down. What do we see here? What do we see here? Okay. 50 de Lontano. Lontano? All right. So we can see a mermaid combing their hair and watching their look in the mirror. I told the meaning of this, the story behind it, and all those things. They actually real. All right. All right. She holding what is that thing? A flying saucer in her hand. Okay. And she's combing her hair and destroying ships. All right. Look at those creatures over there, man. Look at those destroyed ships. Okay, they are destroyed because they couldn't reach this place if they didn't have the password, if they didn't know, if the creatures didn't know who they were. Okay, those things are the guardian of the sea. They are there, they are being activated, and they are the guardian of the sea, the guardian of the land, and there is guardian of the air. There's a recent look at this. That's a flying fish right there. It's a giant fish that is as big as a boat, as a shape, flying, came out of a whirlwind. No, not a whirlwind. Wormhole? Well, it's not a wormhole. The proper name is... okay. It's between a pool and whirlpool. It came out of it, teleported, flying. Okay? All right. We went to this map all over the, Africa, Leo, lion. And this is my favorite creature. This thing looked like King Kong, a monkey eating a whale, a blue whale. Do you know how big this freaking thing is? Yet is eating a blue whale, a giant fish. Oh, man. Look at this great king upon these magnificent vessels. You got people blowing things. That's, great king traveling. But anyway, people will say, oh, those are legends. They just put them there. Really? All right, then. Another giant beast guarding the island of Brazil, which is closer to Europe. Sometimes you see this island, sometimes you don't. Very mysterious island. But they got this beast right there guarding it, causing earthquake and storm and whatever that thing is, preventing all of that. Now, why do I say this? Why do I go all the way? Let me close this map right here. Igita, why do I go all over there? The reason is, beloved, to show you where we were. Well, I lost my place right there. Where we were. Okay, we'll stop right there. Let's close that. Whoops. Uh-oh. The reason, beloved, to show you all the ancient stuff they were mentioned in ancient times, they actually do exist. They are real and they are coming back. A lot of the stuff that you are hearing in the news, they can't explain. The earthquakes, the airplane falling off the skies, those helicopters, those stuff. It's not because Trump fire the Sean Duffy because FAA traffic control. No, that's not what that is. Those freaking birds are fast. They have the CIA the document where they talk about the Ziz bird. They saw it. They chase it with the fighter jet. They make movie about it and all this good stuff. Okay, let me try to finish with the earthquake. There we go, baby. Pull out of an earthquake. So now we understand Colombia mean the dove, the Holy Spirit, Miguel, Michael in the mist. Columbus was not stupid when he said he saw those mermaids. They were actually real. We give you multiple proof. We show you the so-called Tartarian. It's not what those people are saying it was. There's a lot of stuff those people say about the slave. Those are a bunch of invented stuff. Dr. Claude proved that the whole Willie Lynch thing was just, it was garbage. They didn't have that. The language Willie Lynch was using is modern language. People didn't talk like that in the 1800s. The language sounds so 1980s commercial. But nonetheless, this type of knowledge, I don't like to discuss them publicly because most people, especially people that love this system, they'll fight for it. They'll go against it with great pride, with great anger, and even greater wrath when it comes to not studying and should I self-approve. But nonetheless, okay? So let's finish with this so we can move to the more earthquake. Man, how long it did take? But good grief, it took me a whole hour to make a point.
Toppled buildings and caused major devastation. And tonight, with the death toll soaring past 200, it's a desperate race against time to find survivors, with hundreds still trapped under the rubble.
And right now, we're in the middle of an army of community volunteers.
Out of all the people, who they send over there? They could have sent anybody else. There are so many Latino, Latina, or Hispanic, or other people that speak Spanish. Who did they send over there, beloved? Because they want the people to somehow it's her fault. That's her fault, okay?
They've been working nonstop, digging through this rubble with their bare hands and buckets. Every few minutes, they call for silence so they can hear if there are any survivors.
Josh Martinez from Los Angeles rushed here to help.
Everybody wants to help. And that's the thing. You see everybody here, just they want to help. They want to help. There's some.
Well, with the name Josh, Joshua, Yehoshua, Martinez, which is Martin, Mars. We talk about Marcus Martin. We talk about this, okay? Joshua was a warrior. The book of Joshua, Martinez Martin, this is all judgment right there. I mean, you can't make this up, it's all over.
People that have family members that are trapped under there, and you see them on the top.
And David, tonight that urgent rescue operation continues here in southern.
Her name again is Faith. Well, let's go.
And that remarkable image of that tiny baby pulled alive from the rubble. Rescuers tonight are refusing to give up hope that more survivors will be found alive.
Well, that was more than a week ago. I didn't have that time. Okay, that was August 11th. Today is the 21st. You guys are watching that 10 days ago. So that's a lot going on right here. Now, we're going to go into TikTok. There are a lot of stuff, a lot of image, a lot of the earthquakes. We're going to do the best that we can to show, this thing. It's going to be gut-wrenching, but it is the truth. It is real. Let's keep on moving. All right, let's see where we can move with this thing. I think that's the baby thing right here. All right, that's the guy. Okay, this is what happened in Colombia, beloved. Okay. Wait, hang on. Did I touch on this thing right here? Did I touch on that? I think I did.
Officially burnt down. It's gone. All right, so for those of you who are wondering, my house has officially burnt down. It's gone. My wife and I and my kids, we're all okay, and our cat is fine. We have a lot of options, and we have our church that's helping us. So we're going to be okay. That does mean that my entire, not my entire, but a lot of my retro game collection is gone. But you know what, guys? It's just stuff. We're going to be okay. We're going to figure it out. Just please keep praying for my family. And yeah, I don't know what else to say, but we're going to be okay. I probably won't be posting here for a while due to the fact that my house burned down. But that's the update. So thanks. All right. So for those of you who are wondering, my house has officially burnt down.
All right,
it's
this
gone.
dude, his church got him. So no need. All right, his church got him. All right then. So I think this is the one. We'll begin with this one right here. All right, this is in Colombia, man. All right, look at the church. Okay, look at the church. Look at the steeple of the church. The steeple of the church is toppled. All right. Got the steeple. Bam. Topple. All right. This is Colombia, man. Dove. Colombe. The Holy Spirit is indeed in the midst. The same thing that happened in Venezuela, Indonesia, Philippines, Malaysia, and all that. It's everywhere. Japan. It's everywhere. Okay. Let's keep on moving. I think I don't want to. There are certain other videos I don't want people to see here. Okay, look at this one, okay? Do you know how terrifying that is, beloved? And they're actually in a safe place. Okay? Okay, they are in this cable car. They are in a safe place, man. But yo, that's bad. That's bad, no? Okay, look at this. Okay? Look at this, beloved. This is plague. What plague is that? Okay? This is no joke. This is not AI. This is not CGI. This is real. All right? Okay? It says here, Universidad Libre en el Centro de Perina en Colombia sufrió graves afectaciones tras el sismo de magnitud 7.4 que sacudió al país. Excuse me. So the university, the Free University and the Center of Pereira in Colombia suffer a grave earthquake, which affected and go to the magnitude of 7.4, which shake the country, which shake the South American country, South Latin American country, but that's something that matters. Okay, so now when we are watching this, beloved, the terror, the fear, people think, okay, well, I was in the U.S., so I'm in Colombia now, I'm good. Or I'm leaving the U.S. because bomb gonna drop. I'm gonna be in Colombia because I met this beautiful Colombian woman and stuff. This beautiful 6'6" Colombian woman, this giant mad Adamable. This 6'6" Colombian woman with this massive bulge in her pants. So I'm gonna stay with her and chill over there, and then whatever happened in America, it won't find me. Well, that's what she said. That's what they said. But when things like that happen, okay, look, there are people coming over here. Now look at the up there. Look at the structure up there and look at the people that are running out of it. This thing looks surreal, but look at it. Okay, Look at the people coming up. Well, see, there's a guy coming. People were still going, and then look at this, and then that happened, and then this happened. Do you see what I'm seeing here, beloved? Now, brethren, sister, I want you. Oh, wait, hang on. Can this thing? Oh. Floating player? No, I want it to be full screen. Now, beloved, let's pause it right here. You know what? Let's get another video. Look at this, beloved. Is this Jacob's trouble? To the beloved that's been with us for the past 5-6 years, all those things that you've been witnessing, is this Jacob's trouble? Huh? Let me know in the comment board. Let me know in the chat play. Let me know if this is Jacob's trouble. If this indeed is Jacob's trouble, then we are not Jacob. People think because they are in the US or something happened, they get thrown somewhere, they will survive. They will escape judgment. People think like, oh, I packed like since 2000 this, 2000. I left this and left that. I go to that place. I'm safe. I'm in Panama. Oh, Panama is safe from all that, man. I'm in Panama. You know, enjoy the blessing here. Gang, nigga, what's up with you? What's up with this nigga right here? I'm enjoying this here. Is this Jacob's trouble? With all the garbage that are going on out there, what could top this? Let's watch this one more time, and then we'll move to the next video, okay? All right? Okay, look, listen to the frantic crying. Alright, this is not good. Alright, let's watch it one more time, uninterrupted. At the building. As you can see here, this statue holding up the torch. All right, let's watch the statue. All right, and you can see the birds fly away, the dove fly away in Colombia. Let's keep on moving. Okay, those are the people that are in the floating car. They are praying, man. Okay, my God, mom, we're going to die. This dude is praying. My God, please. Mother Mary, please save me. And they are in the safest place, okay? All right, so it's crazy, man. This thing is everywhere. It's not only in the US or in the Middle East. Whatever the garbage people got going on over there in the Middle East. Trump going over there and dropping this and dropping some bombs and stuff like that. This hash right there is real, son. This thing is real. Let's keep on moving.
I lost everything.
Oh, okay. All right, that was for the lesson. I think we good. Are we good? Let me see. Okay, that's the other thing. I think we're good with the earthquake for Colombia. Okay, I think we're good. Right here. Let me see. Let me double check. Oh, they got one more. Oh, no, we're not good. We got way more to go. Oh, my God. Eyes. grief. All right, then let's keep on moving. What time is it? How long we've been into? Is that thing? No, all right. Well, let's take another break, and then we will move in to this thing. We'll move to what else? We're gonna move here. We're gonna move there. Okay, those are pictures. Is that what that is? But does it have music in it? Okay, it's not playing. All right, excuse me. We'll come back to this. Take another break. Study to show thyself approved unto the Holy One.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
The Holy Spirit, our Mother herself, is in the midst of our class, teaching, showing, and reasoning with us. Come and study with us. Magic, psychology, technology, economy, art. Download our monthly Word of Power, secret and powerful prayers. Join today as a tier. Student, Gravis, and better yet, Intra Templum. We must not cast our pearls before swine. The link is in the description. Join us today. Great glory! Study with us. You must sign and click the link. Join us. Study with the brethren in this system. That's how you get knowledge. That's how you prove who you are. That's how you prove yourself unto the Holy One. All right then. Okay, beloved, let's keep on moving. All right, what do we have here? This is in Spain. All right. This is this happened the same day. No, 2 days ago. 2 days after. I will track 2 days ago. I meant to say 2 days after the 7.7 or 7.4. I'm asking the beloved out there to double check. Please check the magnitude of the earthquake that happened in Colombia in August. We want facts. We do not want to make things out of this, okay? All right, this was in Spain. Now, let's watch this, and then we're going to read some of the comments. Okay, what is this? Oh, well, it's pictures, of course. All right, those are pictures. All right, it's one picture. This fellow, Mr. Zain, Z-A-I-N, said, why are there so many earthquakes lately? This is a logical question. And as a fellow human being, I am concerned also why there are so many earthquakes. Now, people are replying, of course, Mother Nature is hungry. Bible states it's part of prophecy, not Mother Nature, okay? I think Mother Nature is a sure thing. Let's see, 20 more. Has nothing to do with the book. Oh, but it does. I was just asking, so read something. Now, people, those are average Joes, okay? Those are people that never move by whatever because they're always busy either watching something or they are busy doing something. Now they are paying attention, excuse me. Why there are so many earthquakes? Why indeed? You see, a few years ago, during the whole fiasco that happened in 2020, we warned the world. We said, you are going to see those things. Beloved, if I'm lying, let me know if I'm lying. The people that have been there since 2020s, okay, please let them know in the comment board what we've been telling people. We told them, this thing is going to get worse. It's not going to stop because it is in the apocalypse of Abraham, okay? The 10 plagues of the apocalypse of Abraham plus again, Genesis 15 verse 13. And he said unto Abraham, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs. They shall serve them. They shall afflict them 400 years. And after that 400 years, the great substance I shall judge. And the judgment, and the apocalypse of Abraham, the 10 plagues, and this is 2 of the plagues, earthquake. In the book of Enoch, it says, the wicked shall have no peace. It threw out all the books. That's why I removed them from the original Bible. See, the Bible is like a reference book. You go to the Bible to get referred to other books, then you go get those other books. They are there. Not all of them are hidden. They just call them pseudepigrapha. But when you're reading them, you're comparing them to the modern time, well, they are real. Okay, this is the thing that happened in Spain, Granada. Okay, a magnitude 5 earthquake has struck southern Spain, with tremors felt across parts of Granada and Malaga province, and structural damage reported. All right. So that's in Spain right there. Why Spain is being hit with earthquakes and wildfire? No one wants to talk about this. People won't sit there like, yo, Spain is being burned to the ground. And then they're having earthquakes. They're having flood. Remember last year? That flood that happened in Valencia, Spain? Please double check to what happened in last year with Valencia. Okay? All right? I know my people remember this. Let's keep on moving. Okay, this would like, the earthquake.
We have some breaking news to get to right now. In Indonesia, there has been a powerful 7.7 earthquake. It struck off the coast. So far, there are no immediate reports of any casualties or damage. The quake hit just before 6 a.m. Indonesia time. Its epicenter was off the northern coast of the country. A tsunami warning has been issued for the area, but a widespread tsunami is not expected. The area is part of the well-known Ring of Fire and prone to earthquakes and volcanic activity. We have some breaking news to get.
This was in Indonesia, 7.7. Then again, Jordan said here, why have there been so many big quakes lately? People are asking, son, and she got 20,000.4 likes, 109 replies. Why? Sherry said, God is warning us. Time to repent, people wake up. No, you Christians were banking on,
There was 3 catastrophic earthquakes.
You Christians were banking on the rapture. The people in the comment board, let those folks know what will happen to them. Will they be raptured? Let's play this.
3 countries, thousands dead, and a 4th one just hit hours ago. We need to talk about this because something about it has me genuinely unsettled. This is out of my normal Trump bashing videos that I normally make, but this is very important. Early this morning, a 7.7 magnitude earthquake ripped through Indonesia, triggering tsunami warnings and collapsing buildings. The death toll is still climbing. That's just days after a 7.4 hit Colombia, killing nearly 300 people, with thousands still missing there. And it's on top of Venezuela back in June when 2 quakes hit, 39 seconds apart, if you guys remember, and killed over 5,000 people there. So I have to ask, what is actually happening?
There you go. So it did quietly over 5,000 people. Quietly, they just throw that in there. 5,000. Is that what that is? In Colombia, they say this thing only killed 200 people. Really? A whole university gun? We watch a whole apartment complex gun just collapse. Everybody was in there. Zagao. Things happen to those people. But nonetheless, let's keep on moving, okay?
Our planet right now. Some scientists say that this is normal. Now others call it statistically unusual.
Is it normal? Some scientists are saying this is normal? How on earth is this normal? Where does the term normal? Okay, well, back in a few years ago, some of you remember we had removed right after 2020 the word normal out of our vocabulary. There's no such thing as being normal. The word normal, it doesn't exist anymore. Nothing feels normal. Well, at least to a certain group of people. You see, you people ignored what happened in 2020. You were giving the glory to men. Like Mr. Fauci. Oh, it's Bill Gates, Billy Good the Gates, it's Jeff Bezos, the Sir Elon Musk, and all the other fools. The other one doing this. You know damn well your time was nigh. See, no matter what you do, no matter where you at, if you are under judgment, if you are branded for processing, the abattoir will follow wherever you go. Whether you are in the US, Canada, South America, Central America, Latin America, Caribbean, Europe, Africa, Iceland, Australia, North, South Pole, wherever you are on the known lane, because there are a hell of a lot more lane out there, you will be found. If you're branded, take it to the abattoir. All right, then. Let's keep on moving. This isn't normal.
Neither of them are agreeing, but here's what should actually worry a lot of us. New research shows that California's San Andreas Fault is under more stress than it has been in 1,000 years, and scientists just found it could trigger alongside the Cascadia Fault up in the Pacific Northwest, meaning that the big one might not just hit one coast, it could hit two at once. That's alarming. I mean, are we all just collectively watching this whole thing as a warm-up? Do me a big favor, guys. Let's share this, like this video if you can, please.
Boy, anyway, let's keep on moving, okay?
A powerful 5-magnitude earthquake has struck southern Spain, with authorities declaring an emergency after buildings collapsed and rocks crushed cars. Panic spread across the city of Granada when the tremor hit around 1 a.m, sending terrified locals and hotel tourists running into the streets. Emergency services have been rescuing people from damaged buildings, while the powerful jolt split an entire road in half. Regional authorities reported that emergency services received around 200 calls, but no casualties have been reported so far. A powerful 5-magnitude...
Of course, no casualty has been reported in Spain, man. Why would somebody die over there? But anyway, again, people are asking. Excuse me. This video was put out by The Sun. Okay, 5 days ago, a powerful 5.8 magnitude earthquake has rocketed Spain as authorities declare an emergency after buildings collapse and rocks crushed cars. Read the full story above. And people are asking, Mr. KNIH Kenneth said, why the TF are earthquakes happening everywhere? People are asking, beloved. Now they start seeing what we've been telling them. People are questioning, like, yo, what's going on? Where is my pastor, man? Where is he? Where is the preacher? Where's the priest? Yo, I got that ticket for the rapture, and you guys said before the Great Tribulation, my mother, good Christian, my wife, my son, they caught in that that earthquake over there in Colombia. They didn't make it. So what's up? I'm pretty sure I'm gonna look at you like, Nick, well, you better have my 10% next Sunday. Better have that ready. Coming over there and asking me about earthquake. I gave you the prosperity gospel. But people are asking questions, beloved. Let's keep on moving.
Call me crazy, but I don't think it was an accident that there's a 7.4 earthquake today in Colombia, less than a few days after the new president takes power. The new right-wing president takes power. And if you remember, there was a major 7-point-something earthquake, I think maybe a couple weeks after the United States took over Venezuela. So it might sound crazy, but if you look into HARP and some other
There you go. Another bull.
Weather technologies, it doesn't seem that crazy. I don't think this stuff's happening by accident.
Because it could not be our power. It could not be our prayers. It has to be the elite. It has to be some men with their technology destroying themselves. You know, it has to be some men like, you know what? Let's leave Africa alone, because we always lump you guys with the so-called African over there. Let's leave the hood alone. Let's leave places that we know black folk are concentrated. Let's target it ourselves. Let's target those people over there. Let's target those people over here. Let's use this to burn this forest and the aspen where millionaires, billionaires have their mansion in the winter houses, summer house. Let's target this. Yeah, whatever, dog.
Lighthearted about it right now, and like I'm taking it lightly. I'm not. Please, I'm praying for the people in Colombia. I've already reached out to some of my family down there just to make sure everybody's fine. God willing, everybody is, but we'll see how things turn out. But pray for the people of Colombia. Call me crazy, but I don't think it was an accident that there's a 7.4 earthquake today in Colombia, less than a few days after the new president takes power. The new right-wing president takes power. And if you remember, there was a major 7.
Yeah, whatever. Anything but our power.
That was one of the craziest earthquakes I've felt in a while. Guys, 2 things I've learned. 1, don't sleep naked. Don't do it. The amount of time you're gonna spend running out trying to find shorts or a shirt to wear. And remember, I woke up like this. I woke up, everything is shaking. I'm like, oh, it's gonna pass. We've been here, we've done this. Tremors happen here now. It's got progressively worse. I started hearing people screaming like, evacuate, evacuate. I'm seeing buildings around just swaying. Bro, that was not good survival skills right there. Please, guys, wear some clothes while you sleep. That's all I can tell you. My building is cracked up. My place has like damage everywhere. It's visible. Drawers are opened up. I thought my TV was gonna fall off. I was insane. Insane. I'm still wiping the crust out of my eyes. I'm still waking up. Like cuddled up in my blanket here on the sofa. Damn. It's crazy. Like everyone in Colombia is like freaking out at the moment. See the WhatsApp stories and Instagram stories popping up, but I learned a big lesson from this. Your survival skills go down severely if you're naked while you sleep.
Well, that's not what that is. And the thing is, beloved, when you are in a situation like that, you would not know what to do. I've been in an earthquake before. In 2005 or 2000. Well, it was in 2005, 2004. I've been in an earthquake before. And when this thing happened, brethren, it felt like you got this magnet, that electrical magnetic field that electrify your body, and you just freeze there, and then you're like, what was that? We didn't even know because we were kids. Like, what is that? What is somebody? I thought it was those things. I used to call they are and in French they call them rouleau compresseur. Is that what that is? Rouleau compresseur.
Hulu compressor can mean a few things. You might be talking about adjusting video settings in the Hulu app, or if you're submitting ads.
I thought it was a road roller, okay? Because normally when they are making the road, and this machine would pass, and as kids we will run around and like, yo, this thing is shaking the earth. It used to be cool, okay? When those massive road roller. Okay, that's I don't know why I did.
A massive wood roller could be a very large kitchen rolling pin, like the Big Bertha, or
Road roller. Road Why is it? Oh, but I think before I put the word massive before it, okay? I thought it was a word roller, okay? One of the big one. And I was looking around looking for one of them, like, yo, it has to be one of those roller. But it's, well, back then they used to call them steam compressor. Steam roller? There we go. That was the proper name. Yeah, they used to call them that's steam rollers and things like that. But it wasn't. It was an earthquake, and we didn't know what to do. Lucky we were on the street. It was at night, 9 p.m. Well, no, 7 to 8 p.m. And the next day was school. Everybody were talking about it. We were so excited. Like, yo, did you feel the earthquake? Like, I feel it, man. Oh, I didn't feel it. I was asleep. It was cool. And then, 5 years later, January 10, 2010, you do your research.
Señor.
Okay. Look at this.
Quietos todos, quietos todos, quietos, quietos, quietos. Quietos todos, quietos todos. Dios mío. Mira, mira ese edificio, mira ese edificio. Dios mío, Señor.
Stop crying, man.
Dios mío, Señor. Padre eterno, Padre santo, Padrecito lindo.
The dude is praying, my God, please, sir, by the sin.
Dios mío.
My God, save me.
Dios mío, lindo.
My God, God, please save me. Oh, this is bad. Father.
Cálmate, cálmate, cálmate.
Say, calm down,
Calmados,
calm down.
niños, calmados, por favor.
Please calm down.
Calmados, calmados.
This is bad, man. This is a horrible place.
Calmados, bajemos, pero calmados, bajemos de a uno, calmados, calmados.
Let us remain calm. Okay, this is no joke, man.
Señor.
This dude was praying for his life. Dude was praying for his life, man. And this thing, it stayed for more than 1 minute. It stayed at least 2 minutes. You don't know how long that thing was doing this. Earthquake, beloved, the typical one, they happen for a few seconds, like 5, 10 seconds, that's it. But this thing stayed for at least a good minute. It's like 1 minute and 30 seconds. That's when the guy turned on the phone. You can feel the terror in his voice. You know, no one can escape this judgment, man. Everything has to be paid for. I don't have time personally to argue with people, because if somebody want to argue, go argue with the earthquake, man. You know, you want proof, go ask those dudes. Say, hey, man, yeah, I saw some AI video where somebody trying to make fun of you. You were on top of a building crying, doing a construction, and there was an earthquake, right? That was fake, right? Well, go argue with them.
Yo, I just had a wild morning here in Colombia. I'm in the bed, I feel shit shaking. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? The room just shaking, everything. I'm like, so I jump up. My cleaning lady talking to me in Spanish, talking real fast. Mira. I'm like, she started pointing at the TV. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I'm thinking she's saying, turn the news on. She's like, no, run. So I'm like, what the fuck? So she turned the stove off, packed up everything. I jump up. I don't know what to get. I'm like, oh shit, we gotta get out of here. The building's shaking like crazy. My dumb ass, I don't go get my phone, money, passport, shit like that. I don't know why, I just panicked. I ain't had no shirt on or nothing. I grabbed my do-rag and kept it pushing. So we had to run down 20 floors. We had to take the stairs. So everybody in the building taking the stairs, running down, panicking. Old ladies crying, babies crying.
And this is the thing, because you don't know where, you don't know what it is, and you don't know where that thing come from. Your instinct is not to grab things and run. It's just to you to do normal stuff, like grab your phone, your glasses, and walk out. Just like your normal stuff, man. But this H is real. It is very powerful. All right. There's a lot of people around think like, okay, well, America is Haitian. I'm gonna go to this country and that country. I'll survive. If this is the reason why you go to those countries, it's not a good reason. If you go there to enjoy yourself, that is a good reason. If you go yourself to just to escape the hard life, that's a good reason. But if you go anywhere around this earth to escape judgment, no, sir. No.
I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So, that was my morning, man. People still downstairs. I'm like, man, I got to come up and get my phone. I'm sitting out there with no shirt on, looking crazy. Everybody out there looking crazy. So I guess it was an earthquake here in Colombia.
Well, he's far.
News, see what's going on.
He far away from it.
He
far away from it. He didn't feel the earthquake the way that he was supposed to. He's very far away from it. That's why he didn't panic and things like that. You know. Okay.
Damn, what the fuck?
So it happened very far from him.
Oh, this is the longest fucking earthquake. Holy shit.
And it's long. It's usually like 30 seconds, like 10 seconds.
A minute long.
This thing is over a minute and two. Because those are not your typical earthquakes. That means something is moving. Something is moving. Okay? Look at this. Alright? Look at this. Look at this, man. Like, yo! Oof, look at the churches, man. Ooh. People are crying. Okay, so this is no joke, man. The judgment is everywhere. No matter where you at, you can't face it, because this is happening on our behalf. The world ignore us. They ignore our beloved. They ignore our people. They don't want to talk. They think, well, if I ignore you guys and I don't talk to you, you don't exist and the problem will go away. Well, go ahead, talk to this.
We have absolutely terrifying scenes coming out of Colombia. This morning, there was a very strong and powerful 7.4 magnitude earthquake near Colombia's Pacific region. It was felt across the country, but what you see are buildings shaking, buildings collapsing. Several people have been injured. It is a very serious situation. This comes following the devastating earthquake we saw in Venezuela in South America as well. The earthquake struck around 7:34 a.m. local time, and, well, complete devastation is being reported throughout the country, but especially near San Jose del Palmar, which is located near the Pacific region in Colombia. I'll have more updates for you soon. Please say a prayer for those in the line of this earthquake and the damage that's ensued. We have absolutely terrifying scenes coming out of Colombia. This morning, there was a very strong and powerful 7.4 magnitude earthquake near Colombia's Pacific.
Dios. Ah.
Like, my God.
por mucho tiempo.
So that's a long time, man. That's like the longest earthquake I've been to. Okay, look at this. All right, look at this, man. See, whole building collapsed. Judgment is everywhere. Okay. People are praying. All right, people are praying. People are crying. People are asking why. Okay, somebody says something here. Es Indonesia, pero lo triste es que si tembló en España y Indonesia. It is also in Indonesia, but the sad thing is there is one earthquake in Spain and Indonesia. People are asking. This is not Spain. This is Indonesia. Well, this is Indonesia. It's everywhere.
I've never seen earthquake activity like this before. In the last 8 weeks, from June 15th, 2026 to August 15th, 2026, we have had 28 large earthquakes ranging from low 6 to upper 7s. Let me show you just the 7s. There's 5 of them that hit in the last 7 weeks. Let's take a look at this. There you go. You have 2.
Okay, so Indonesia, Colombia, Mexico, Venezuela, San Felipe, Venezuela, Lamar, Katia Lamar. It's everywhere. What is it? We show you the map. You saw what was under. Oh, crap. We show you the map. You saw those huge animals. Something moving? I don't know. We'll see. We'll know. Let's keep on moving now. Whoops.
2 that hit in Venezuela back to back. You have the one that hit off the coast of Guatemala and Mexico. You have the Colombia one that just hit on the 10th of August. And then just yesterday, we had the 7.7 in Indonesia. That's just the 7s. Now let me show you the 23 6s we've had in the last 8 weeks, ranging from low 6 to upper 6. Let's take a look at the first batch. There you go. That's the first batch right there. Read through it. Okay, now let me show you the second batch. There you go. That's the second batch of 6s.
Okay, so
in the last 8 weeks.
Last 8 weeks. Those are the 6. 6.4. I can see this. I think this is Papua New Guinea. 6.4 South Sandwich Island region. 6.1 Ilara, Japan. 6.2 west of Tobelo, Indonesia. 6.0 Japan. 6.0 SSW of El Progreso, Mexico. 6.1 S of, I believe, south of Jurm, J-U-R-M, Afghanistan. 6.5 southwest of Balingonan, Philippines. 6.9 Kuji, Japan. It's everywhere. And of course, the typical scum, the typical scum Christian out there, Jesus is coming back soon. That's not what you people said. You guys said when Jesus is going to come back, you're going to be raptured, and that's it. And after that, Jesus is going to come back and fight Satan and the Left Behind series and all this bull.
And there's 3 more to add to that. Let's take a look. There you go. And the last 3. That's major earthquake activity in the last 2 months worldwide. And just today, just now, southern Spain was hit with a 5.2 earthquake. Let's take a look at this. There you go. Southern Spain hit with a 5.2 quake. Now there's footage coming out of Spain. Let's take a look at the most recent footage of this 5.2 earthquake to hit southern Spain. Earthquakes in diverse places. That looked bigger than a 5.2, but it could have been shallow. So yeah, we just had a 4.1 here in the San Francisco area in California just 2 days ago. And the geologists and the scientists or seismologists are telling us that the faults under California, specifically Southern California, their stress level is the highest it's been in 1,000 years. And it seems like everywhere is getting hit around the world but California, and I'm in California.
Okay, here's the thing with California. I don't know why people are worrying about the California is next. Remember, those people in Venezuela didn't know they were next. The people in Colombia did not know they were next. Japan did not know. You won't know. When you worry about it too much, most likely it would not hit you. California is fine. It's very fine. It will happen in the US, but in a very unlikely place. All right, beloved, I think it's, I am 1 hour and 51 minutes in this. So, boy, I'm already 2.5 gig recording on this thing. All right, so it's 7:04 p.m. I'm going to stop this. Could take you off something with my daughter. I'll come back. Because we gotta finish everything. I got most of the. I haven't go to the most of the YouTube yet. So we got a lot to go because I didn't do the video last week. So be forewarned, this probably going to be a 2 to 3 hours Esau's Troubles video. A 2 to 3 hours ESV video. Well, ESV already stands for Esau's Trouble. But yes. Just before one, okay? I will be back. And just like that, we back. It's 8:24 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, let's keep on moving. All right, I'm done with my daughter stuff. Okay, what else do we have here? You're going to hear a lot of noise in the background, so, you know, that's what that is. Sweetie? Wait, did you turn off the light? All right, close the door, okay? All right then. Let's see what we have here. All right, whoops. Okay, this is in Granada. This is in Spain. All right. And here's the thing. Oops. All right. Here's the thing, beloved. This guy, Jose Miguel Torres, of course, you know the name Miguel. Jose Miguel said, "Terremoto y entran a la casa." Like, what? There is an earthquake. You guys go inside of the house. We were talking about this because you don't know what you're going to do. You have no idea what you are going to do. You think like it's an earthquake, you're going to get away from it, but you don't know what it is. Okay, so that's what happened here. All right, the earthquake, and then they quickly run inside. And they are calling their mothers because they don't know what's going on. All right? So, whatever. Okay? You got this. All right? This is 49 seconds. Okay? All right?
Esses baratos zoando.
right? Look at the building right here, man. Look at the building right here, son. Look at this. Great glory. Great glory. Okay, and then the earthquake stopped. Stop. Okay. So if you were inside of that building over there, well, put it right here. If you were inside of that building, you didn't get out, that would have been something, you know. And then again, there you go, scum Christian. Irene said, wake up, people. Jesus is returning sooner than we think. Because he's going to come and save you people that did all those horrible things. Because he's going to come and save you people. Well, go ahead, continue believing what you want to believe, okay? Let's keep on moving. Okay? This is in Colombia, all right? This is no joke. This is no joke. Stay calm. It's all right. Everything's gonna be okay. Stay calm. All right. This is no joke. And things only going to get worse. Be calm, stay tranquil. Okay. All right. This is no joke, man. And it's only going to get worse. And this person, I believe, Miss Nelly, said too many earthquakes happening. Smiley face. Well, it was sad face. All right, somebody, Mr. Daniel, say God is speaking, but the world doesn't listen. It's been speaking. Excuse me. Derek Cipriani said the Bible says when you see these signs and wonders, look up for your salvation draws nearer. Well, thank you, Mr. Derek, for the message. Thank you. All right. So, yeah, that's what that is, man. This thing is no joke, man. This is not fake. I didn't make this with AI. This is real. Whoops.
Guys, look at the...
Okay, look at this. All right. All right. Oof. People are mourning, man. Okay, you see that woman? They say she had one step late. That would have been something else right there. That would have been something else. Okay, see? Boom. Crazy. All right, let's read some of the comments. Well, yeah, that's it's all right. Let's keep on moving.
Guys, look at these earthquakes. August 9th, 2026. Just look at this. Aleutian Islands, Alaska. I mean, it's constant all day long. Look at this. Seattle, California, Northern Cal, Southern Cal. It's all lit up, all these plates. Mexico, Baja. Look at Mexico. Look at this. It's insane all along the coast. Keep watching. Look at this. South America. It's overwhelming how much you're looking at. South America, all along that west coast of South America. Caracas. Look at that. There's the islands, Dominican, Haiti. Yep. Everywhere. United States. Look at this.
Everywhere.
That's called the eclipse line. There's a reason for that.
Of course, you know, now people want to say what we've been saying, okay? People want to go out there and do things and try to say it, but this is the stuff, okay? All right? You know, last day Jesus is coming, yeah, to save you, Yvonne Villafane, to save you after all your people have done, after all the backwardness you Christian done. And you think these things are happening because Jesus is going to come and save you and your pastors, your child molesters, the pederasts, the pedophiles. That's what that is? That's what you think it is? Okay, well, whatever. Okay, look at the island right there. Didn't we tell you? We got the island. Swarm. Everywhere swarming. Because there is something there and some more thing is coming. Something is moving under there.
Now keep watching. Look at Europe. It's unbelievable. That's all of Europe. Almost every continent has earthquakes. Africa, Madagascar, India. Look at this. Burma, Bangladesh. Look at it. Doesn't end. Look at Malaysia. Here, Jakarta, Indonesia. Look at this. It's on fire. Look at the Philippines. Look at that. It's over 500 of them there. It doesn't end, guys. Repost, share, repost. People don't know. Look at New Zealand. People don't know this stuff's going on.
People don't care. People do know. They simply don't care. I don't care about the earthquake, man. There's an earthquake in Venezuela. A bunch of people die. No, I care about that thing they told me in the news that I gotta get mad. I care about y'all niggas over there doing this hash, you know. Think you're better than me. I care about this. I care about my 10%, son. You know, I care about my today is Friday. I care about tomorrow I gotta go to church. 7-day Adventist. I care about Sunday I gotta go to. I don't care about no earthquake. They know. They choose to watch garbage. Then again, people always say, well, you know, Big Levi, I don't care about this because wherever, I mean, let's say, I'm in Kentucky, I'm in Louisiana. They never had any earthquake here. Okay. Well, that's a strong opinion there, but Zagazao. Because you are expecting an earthquake. I mean, that's what you're expecting. A lot of people were expecting to be successful in life. And now look at them.
Now that you're at the end, please repost this. Get it out. Guys, look at these earthquakes.
I don't answer stupid questions like this very often.
There is a man.
I don't drink because if I drink, I'll do cocaine. And if I do cocaine, I'll burn my...
Okay, all right. I think we pretty much cover all the earthquakes. Is that what that is? I think we got one more. Okay, all right. Let's get this one. This is on YouTube now. Okay, this is this was in Spain. What did Spain do to deserve all that? You know, can you imagine? Excuse me. Can you imagine, beloved? You are asleep, and then something like that happened. Okay, that one was a 4.5 or 5.4. I'm not quite sure. If you were in this car, that could have ended pretty badly. Okay, those could have ended really, really bad. That this car is crushed. The Holy One is not playing. Okay, the Holy Spirit is indeed in the midst. You can see the entire, you can see the entire earth is mourning. The entire earth is crying out because the land is being cleansed. No matter who you are and where you are, if you are marked for judgment, destruction will come to you. It's just oh, that's a Peugeot. It's been a while. I think I'll talk about this My favorite Peugeot of all time, 1966 Peugeot. Great. Peugeot. There we go. I think is it the 4-4? Yeah. The 4-door. No, that's not the 4-4. Is it? The creme. What's going on?
I'm waiting on Marshall.
What? She's still in there?
She just went to take a bath.
Okay. All right. That's
I'm going with Andrea.
I believe it was 67, but let me see. Is it 65? It's bounced. That's the 4-4. No, let's 67. Wait. No, 71. 1971 or 75. No. Yeah. Yep. Is it the 4-door? Yeah. Yeah, the 7144, the 4-door. I used to love that car as a kid, man. A lot of memories in this. But they are Peugeot. I love Peugeot. Still great car. You don't make... Oh, it's no new one or just AI? Nice. That would have been nice to have. Okay. 404, not found. Yes, it is. All right, let's see. Oh, that's they be electric now. Build electric. All right, well, that's a nice Peugeot right there. I haven't checked Peugeot. I believe that's a concept car, but nonetheless, boy, where was I? I got lost here. Okay, no. Was it this one? No. This one? No. Oh man, yep, that one right there. All right, so yeah, that's a Peugeot. It could have been pretty bad if you were inside of one of those cars right there. That could have been something else. That's bad right here, man. Oof. Yukes. Okay. Those are security guard, the inside security guard. They didn't see this. Supermarket. Oh boy, this is bad. Let me see this one.
Bolivia.
This is Bolivia. Let me see if we got all the earthquakes. I think we do. Well, we don't. Something happened in Japan. I never covered the one that happened in Japan. Oh, that's some of the earthquake right there. Okay, this is Jollibee. All right, they had people in there, beloved. Okay, and they had a radio. There were people inside of this thing. Okay, see how the people fell? Look how the people, they were running and then they fall down. Okay, they fall down. All right, look at this. All right, this is 7.2 in Venezuela. Look at the Jollibee and Love Radio on top of it. Collapse. Okay, see how everybody were running and then they all fall? Because you can't run. The ground is shaking, it's swaying, and you can outrun an earthquake. You can't. No, you can't. Let's go to. All right, let's go to this thing right. No, let's take Bolivia. Doesn't kill back to back earthquake. Indonesia, is that what that is? Yeah.
We do move on now overseas to the rising death toll in Indonesia after those powerful back-to-back earthquakes. The dramatic images coming in tonight, homes and businesses destroyed, people running for safety, trying to escape falling debris, workers at a port jumping into the water, and now the desperate search for survivors in the rubble. Here's ABC's Lama Hassan.
Tonight, the agonizing search for survivors, rescuers combing through the mountain of rubble, hoping for signs of life. But power outages are slowing down rescue efforts. 2 back-to-back powerful earthquakes and several aftershocks hit Indonesia, killing at least 47 people and injuring more than 50 others.
So people may wondering, why is this happening in Indonesia? We told you before. Indonesian army versus Papua New Guinean. All right, so the Papua New Guinean, all right, let me speak a little bit better. In 2009, during the height of the Black Conscious movement on YouTube, when YouTube was uncensored, when YouTube was YouTube, where people didn't do this for ads and clicks and likes. They were doing it because they had to do it. They were doing it because they love it. There was a brother that went over there to interview the Papua New Guinean. At that same time, there was a picture of a Papua New Guinean Lebuan lookalike. I think that's the okay, that's not what I asked the AI. Yeah, that's the dude. At that same time, there was this photos of this guy from Papua New Guinea look exactly like LeBron, and people were, making fun, and they're like, "Oh, he's a doppelganger," and things like that. Yeah, so it's they were making jokes, things like the doppelgangers and stuff. But the brother, he brought this photo, and he mentioned that those are the same people. They're just a distant tribe, so to speak, when he was explaining this thing on YouTube. Now, the Indonesian army, they remove those guys from their land, okay? They literally slaughter them. And the guy was showing on the slide photos of those Indonesian men and women butchering, I'll say, animals, and cut those animals, those cattle, for meat. They cut them, the cattle, and eat them. There was a particular image that stuck with me still this day. It was a young Asian woman smiling at the camera, holding one of the limb of this cattle, and she literally take the hand, she made the hand make the peace sign, or not the peace sign, rock and hold hand sign. She made it do this, and she smiled, she hold it. They cut those cattle and they sold them, they eat them. Everybody were aware of that type of things were going on over there in Indonesia. Till this day, it's still going on. They are fighters. They are fighting for their lands because the Indonesian people over there, they are taking their land. Because Indonesia, let's go ahead and show this. Indonesia. Jakarta, Indonesia. That's not what that is. Okay, all those islands, it doesn't belong to those people. Malaysia. That's why they got Asia, Indo, Indian, Asia, a country between Indios and Asia. Okay, the Philippines and all those lands. Originally, that's not who they are. Okay, the Papua New Guinean. Okay, did we go there yet? No. Man, I'm losing. Oh, okay. All right. Signal speech or signal talk? All right. Listen to this. This is a codex. Excuse me. Did you know what sounds like screaming across Papua New Guinea Valley is actually a conversation, greetings, warnings, and news carrying by raw human voice over miles of jungle. No roads, no signal, just lungs. The mountain demanded, the people obliged. Okay, I want the longer version. I think this one. So they understand each other. See, things like that were forbidden to our people. Remember when you study, if they see two slaves speaking, they separated them, especially in Haiti. If they see two slaves can actually speak to each other, they separated them. They put another slave that do not speak the same language with the others, so they won't revolt. If they find two slaves that can speak English, they will remove one of them. They will put another one that speak Dutch, and they couldn't communicate. They know they were on the wrong stuff, and it took them a while to communicate. This language, ululate, is a very powerful thing, but those things were removed and forbidden, and Christians enforces those things. So the Indonesian army is slaughtering those people, literally consuming them. When you see things like that happen, okay, where are we at right now? Oh, good grief. I think I lost. Was it this one? So when you see these things happen in Indonesia, and you see black folk going to Bali, enjoying doing the live streaming, they don't know what's going on over there. Okay? Bali, Indonesia. Okay, remember the era of the influencers in Bali? There was a black woman. Black woman built house in Bali. Okay, there was this black woman right here. She made a whole series where she built a house in Bali before thing was, popular. It took her 5 years, but she did it. She built a mansion over there. So, okay, they had the black-owned hotel in Bali and stuff like that. That was during the time it's just the influencer things got effed up by a bunch of nobodies, by a bunch of mooks and boobs they messed up the whole thing. It was actually something positive where people were building things for real. They spent years building things. They keep people update. Now it's just like people telling you they make $40 million a month and things like that. So that was part of it, okay? So when you see things like this going on over there, and is that thing recording? Is it recording? Yes, yes it is. In Indonesia, then you got an idea. I do not want my people to be emotional. I don't want my beloved to go out there and rage. You must understand there is a judgment going on. It's hilarious that this fiasco, manufactured fiasco that you people have out there, so you can bait and rage people into sucking up their energy, making them thinking it's prophecy going on. It's not. Moving one people from one place to another doesn't mean they're going to escape judgment. We didn't, so you won't. Let's keep on moving.
First quake, one of the largest to strike the region in years, a 7.7 magnitude off the island of Flores, hit just before 6 a.m. local time. Buildings collapsing, homes crumbling, people rushing out of buildings to find safety. Terrified, you can hear them screaming. Some of the injured, including this little girl with an IV in her arm, arrive at this makeshift hospital for medical help. Others stretchered in. Triggering a tsunami warning, which was later lifted, this group of tourists finding higher ground, the ground beneath them visibly shaking.
Don't panic, guys. Don't panic.
The second massive tremor, measuring 6.9, hit the western island of Sumatra. Felt as far away as neighboring Malaysia, some 355 miles away. So far, no reports of any deaths or injuries.
With Indonesia sits directly along what is known as the Ring of Fire in the Pacific Ocean. It's an extremely active area where several tectonic plates meet, making it more prone to earthquakes.
Ring of Fire is another word as the dragon tail or dragon body. Those places are on top of dragons. Those giant stuff, they are actually real. So, yeah. All right, let's keep on moving. Okay, this is in the Congo. All right. This is in the Congo. Harrowing footage shows deadly gold mine collapse in Central African Republic, killing more than 100. So, because of YouTube, this video is not that bad. I'm just going to skim through it, but I'm not going to play it, all right, just to make this thing clean. So the gold all over the place cannot be taken the way that it used to. I do not abide myself with one piece of land. I own the entire planet. And no one can come, like I said from the beginning, and tell me where I belong. And doing so will be a great offense against the Holy One. The earth is mine and mine alone. That's why I talk about the Congo all the time, because I know what's in there. The Congo jungle, the Amazon forest. I know what's in there. I know what they are hiding. And I know why they never ever speak about it. You will hear of the Amazon, but never of the Congo. There is a reason for that. But I don't want it to get too personal. Let's keep on moving. Okay. This is over there in North Korea. I meant to say South Korea. I'll retract North Korea. This is South Korea. Okay. This happened a day ago, August 19th, 2026. Buried in mud, George struggles to recover from floods with no end in sight. This is in Korea. The what? But you people think because you were in Korea, think like, okay, well, my ancestors this because, we were always there. Okay. Whatever help you sleep at night. Hey, you do your thing, man. Okay, it came down so suddenly. Let me just. It came down so suddenly. The water rushed in all the way to the basement. It flooded basement level 1 and 2. All right. These guys just telling you how fast the water just came in. Again, this is South Korea, beloved. Things like that are not normal for this region. Yet the flood is everywhere. The mud is literally covering the street. Look at this. Okay, this dude saying, oh boy, the car has been swept down, all things go together. It was unbelievable. Okay, the army had been deployed. Oh, for those of you that are watching this, your eyes, there is nothing wrong with your eyes. It is Korean law to always blur its privacy. You do know that porn is illegal in China, in South Korea, North Korea. North Korea, people don't even know what internet is. They don't even know what Netflix or YouTube is. They have no idea those things exist. Most of them. So when you see this blurred, it's for privacy. And if you watch too much Korean news, something is going to mess with your mind. So anytime you see an Asian person, so to speak, you will literally attempt to blur their faces. It's going to mess with your mind. That's why I don't watch it that much. All right. Look at the mud. Okay, and then again, here's the lie. Oh, let's see if I can get this. A so-called monster rain described as a once in 100 to 200 year event. This thing happening pretty much on a daily basis now. They always come up, oh, that's a 400 years event, that's a 200 years event. Now, man, this is happening like every day. It happened here. The other day, it happened in Indiana. It's still going on in Indiana. Oh, every 100, every this. No, that's not what that is, man. Oops. All right. Nearly 100 meters of rain fell in 1 hour early Monday morning. Okay. The mudslide. See, the mudslide got all the way to the second floor, man. Yo. Then again, nobody reported people perished. Like nothing happened. Okay, let's keep on moving. Okay, we'll watch this. That's the other earthquake thing. Let's see what this is.
4 South Floridians killed in a helicopter crash in Kenya. The tragedy happening during a safari trip. The victims have been identified as a TV news executive, a restaurant founder, and a couple from Coral Gables. 7 people in total were aboard the aircraft. They all died. CBS News Miami's Chelsea Jones is your reporter live in Coral Gables with reaction from those who knew the victims. Chelsea?
And Lauren, I am standing in front of the home that I'm told Adam Lavati and Henry Parra were renovating, and unfortunately, they won't get to see this completed. Tonight, we are hearing from people that knew the 4 victims from South Florida, and they are sharing with us their pain.
All right, before I move into this, most people do not know South Florida, which where I'm at right now, but let's go to South Florida, Coral Gables. Let's just go to Coral Gables, South Florida. Florida. All right, let's go there. This is called Gable. Okay, let's drop a pin to see. To see where's downtown Gable. We don't really need to go downtown. Okay, let's drop a pin anywhere. No, not drop a pin. Let's go in front of this big building right here. This seems nice. This is newly constructed. This is being constructed. There we go. High-rise building and stuff like that. Virtually, there is no black folk down there. Okay, and Brickle, not Brickle, I meant to say Coral Gable. All right, whoops. All right, that thing really take me very far. I wanted to see the guy that was working here. Okay. Really? Okay. Oh boy. So it's heavy with Cuban, Venezuelan. It's very expensive. And Coral Gable. Extremely expensive. This thing used to have videos. Do they do that? Do they do videos and this? Let's look at the building. It's a beautiful place. Okay, well, you get the idea. Let's exit this right here. You get the idea of Coral Gables. Okay, this is in Florida, South Florida. This right here. They got Hialeah above it and Kendall. Virtually there's no black folk over there in those places except for Opalaka right here, which is next to Miami Lakes, Miami Gardens, Little Haiti over there, North Miami. I love North Miami. I used to go over there all the time for my business. In fact, North Miami was one of my favorite places to do business when I used to run my business. And the reason why you see this is circling right here, this area, that's when I was investigating the airplane crashes. Okay, so a couple of years ago, 4 plane crashes, November 3rd 2020. I used to put the date. Another crash right here, this is where the collapse happened. Remember the, let's drop something right there. Remember the pancakes, beloved? Sunny Isle, the pancakes. All right, that was the building right here. They put a memorial now. Why can't I move to this thing anymore? Okay, well, it's right there. Yeah, it's right there. They put a memorial. Remember the building that collapsed? The pancakes? We put it there. And I triangulated. Okay, building collapse. I used to do a lot of work. Back then, I was very thorough in details. So all those points that were airplane crash, small plane land nosedive in Opalaka, that was years ago, and people weren't paying attention with this. So you got Coral Gables now, which is a little bit down there. You got those 4 people die in this plane, in this helicopter crash over there in Kenya. So we must ask ourselves, what were they all doing over there in Kenya? Okay, now you will understand. People will say, oh, they were filming a documentary or whatever they were doing. Let's listen. Okay, hopefully they give us their name.
Fire burns from a helicopter that crashed Wednesday morning in Kenya. There are no survivors. Shed Bourne sat down exclusively with CBS News Miami to talk about his friends, Henry Parra and Adam Levati.
Adam was the all-American kid from the mid.
Okay, Adam and Henry. Okay, Henri and Adam. Well, Adam, you already know who Adam was and things like that.
West. Henry was a Cuban guy from Westchester.
Bourne tells us the couple was on a safari trip in Africa.
So, the couple. Is that what that is? Is that because I don't want to assume anything here? Because is that a cowboy on a horse behind this dude? Let's see. I don't want to make any assumption.
A safari trip in Africa.
Henry was a Cuban guy from Westchester.
Boren tells us the couple was on a safari trip in Africa.
And so they were super excited. They were going with like 25 friends.
Jose Suarez is one of those friends.
We talked 2 days ago. He was about to hop in on that helicopter, and he told me we are going on to safari, we are going to see the animals.
This is a picture of Suarez he sent to an employee and friend, Telemundo 49 anchor Samantha Diaz.
That was his slogan: inspire, protect, and educate.
Suarez spent nearly 2 decades working for Telemundo and NBC.
So, again, this is your most capable men. Those are the ones that are being taken out right now. This man was working in Telemundo and NBC, CBS, whatever that thing was. And he had another fellow with him. He had the 25 people, 2 plus 5 equals 7. You know what that is. Unfortunately, they get into this airplane. They think they're going to enjoy vacation, go see the animals and stuff. Well, at least that's what they told us. Recently, there was a fellow, very powerful, wealthy fellow that went in Africa in safari. He killed a lion, and he took picture with the lion, posted, and tell people that those are trophies and things. You know, those rich folks, this is adrenaline, endorphin for them. So he came back again to kill another lion. And the lion brother that he killed, remember him. Because those animals are smart, man. They remember you. You think, look, let me show you something. Let me see it. Lion brother kill man that kill his brother. Is that what that is? Lion kill man that kill his brother. I think it was this one. No, it's not. It's not fake. It's not fake. Just like the buffalo. Buffalo killed men in Africa. This was not fake. This very powerful man that went over there and killed the buffalo, and then he came back. Another buffalo killed him. There is a video that I shared. Let's see. Oh boy. Let me try to get the video right here and show you how those animals are. Snow leopard watching you. Okay. I think this is the one, right? Okay, there's a snow leopard here. It's pretty hard to see. Leopard watching men. Yeah, I think that's the one, okay? All right, so this is a man zooming, and there is this leopard very, very far stalking him, okay? Those animals are extremely dangerous, all right? All right, they are watching him. They can watch you for like very, very far. Okay, they can see the man, and it's very, very far. Okay, the man is still zooming out. You can't even see the leopard. You can't even see it, but he can see the guy as clear as day. That's how powerful. You see, he see him like it was like right in front of him. All right, and the guy zoom out, and realize that this leopard been stalking him because they are great predators. Okay, All right. There you go. So those animals, they remember you. They can see you. They might be. Oh, I should have doing it right there. Close this thing. Close that. Okay, where is? Oh, I think it's somewhere around here. Nope. Yeah. So you don't know what those people were going to do over there in Africa and safari, taking pictures, and they might say they were going to go over there to see the animals. Well, what kind of animal we are talking about here? Remember, there is an animal that is 3/5 of a human being. It's not a full. It's not a full animal. It's not a full human either. Could it be? Remember, those guys wear the hat, and they are your most capable men. They are powerful. They are rich. To go in Africa, the typical safari. You know what? Let me double check how much you need to do this. Excuse me. How much money would you need to go in Kenya safari to go see the wild animal for 2-person and for a 25-person group, including a helicopter ride and the whole journey? Let's say a week.
For top people, a solid 7-day Kenya safari with game drives, lodges, and park fees runs about $6,500 to $11,000 total. That's $3,270 to $5,450 per person in peak migration season, or less in quieter months. Adding a helicopter ride, like a Nairobi to Masai Mara transfer, adds roughly $1,300 to $2,300 per hour for the aircraft. For a couple, that's about $650 to $1,150 each way, so $2,600 to $4,600 round trip. Your total for 2 would land around $9,000 to $15,500, depending on the exact helicopter use and lodge level. For a group of 25, costs drop significantly per person because you share vehicles and guides. A mid-range or deluxe package might run $1,850 to $3,600 per person for the week, or about $46,000 to $90,000 total. A helicopter for 25 people.
Okay, $90,000 vacation on 25 people, or the couple, or $9,500, $10,000 after, ticket and stuff like that. That's not a cheap vacation. That's a once in a lifetime, and this is good. This is magnificent. If I had the money, I could do this. I would have done it. Go over there. Go see a freaking lion. Face to face, man. Where is Richard Pryor when you need him? Over there, Richard Pryor said, I went to Africa, man. I see a real lion. I'm not talking about the lion, them kind you been effing when the zoo. I'm talking about real those kind of lion. Hey, lion, yeah, not them lion over there in Africa, man. Richard Pryor told you, not them lion over there in Africa, man. Hey, those are real lions. Not those zoo lions that never actually be in the wild. They were born in the zoo generation after generation. Human to them is just another lion like them, much more peaceful, bipedal, upright walking lion. But them lion over there in Africa, that look they give you, it's something else. Okay, but nonetheless, let's listen to this fellow. Let's listen to the news and find out who is this guy and what happened there.
Suarez is from Miami and worked here at CBS Miami in the 90s.
Hey guys, here at George Stone Crab.
Roger Duarte was also killed. He was the founder of George Stone Crab and other restaurants in the area. He married the granddaughter of Felipe Valls Sr., the founder of Versailles.
He was just a nice...
Okay, I'm very confused here. This guy, he's found a stone cone Austin, whatever. That thing has some crap to do with it. And he married the daughter of Versailles, the Cuban Versailles fellow. Versailles is French, Cuban, cowboy. The whole thing is upside down. All right, well, whatever.
Nice, kind, good person who loved good food and loved a good time and really loved his family.
Duarte was a graduate of Gulliver Prep class of 2002. Michelle Cincy Contugi attended Gulliver 2, class of 2000. He was also Ecuador's intelligence chief. He was in the helicopter with his wife, Stephanie Vasconez.
Again, you have the most capable men, the one that could actually hold it down, not the mooks. Not the boobs. Those are the very powerful, learned men that have the blessing. And look what happened to them. Him, his wife, the other dude in the couple. What the hell?
Who also died, along with the pilot.
Adam and Henry.
Loved ones are now hanging onto memories.
And then we get a call, and it just takes the air out of a balloon. And then it just dawned on me. It's like, wait a minute. I remember how compassionate they were to me when I was sick, when I thought my days were numbered. And here were these people full of life, full of promise, full of hope, full of all sorts of great futuristic things. Boom. And then now their life,
gone.
You know, is snuffed out in just one instant.
That's it. So then again,
well, this
what happened here? Were they going over there to actually go see Animal, or something else? People, they never actually explain what took the helicopter down. What happened? It was, it was a bird. It's a birdman right there. And they'll throw a penguin at the pilot, and they hate it and the stuff. And the helicopter went out of the way, spin out of control, and crash. They never actually tell you, but what happened there? Was it a malfunction, a mechanical malfunction? Was it some kind of thing going on? Remember, about 2 weeks ago, we watched where in Argentina, a pilot instructor, was with a student, and they flew into the air, and he got to a place, and he told the student, all right, you know what to do, goodbye, and he jumped without a parachute, killed himself. What happened there? People are noticing these things. About a month ago, in that same month, this guy that made that song, no fair, no care, no care. I don't know his name. He got into Brazil, get inside the helicopter, they flew up, they go somewhere, he didn't land it right. Greg Biffle and his entire family gone. What seems to be the issue? And those type of subjects are no concern of most people. Most people do care, though, about petty things or pettiness. Celebrity garbage, who's dating who's doing this, but things like that, they won't see it is the judgment. See, the so-called Christians have no rebuttal. They have nothing to say against that. They have nothing to say to add to that, because all they've been doing all their lives is feeding people lies. And now, this is the truth. Let's keep on moving.
Tracking severe thunderstorms across the Midwest. New images of catastrophic flooding, multiple lives lost. A staggering level of destruction. The Hazeldale Bridge washed away in Carmel, Indiana. Neighborhoods underwater tonight. And the new severe thunderstorm threat this evening. ABC's Alex Perez in Indiana tonight.
Tonight, new storms hitting the heartland as the death toll rises. South of Lexington, storms slamming Nicholasville, Kentucky overnight. raging creeks breaking their banks outside Charleston, West Virginia. First responders using boats to rescue families around Indianapolis. National Guard rescuing dozens more over the weekend. It's been raining in many of these towns and communities for more than a week. Frank Gounder makes furniture on Indianapolis's north side. This is his livelihood.
Started freaking out, getting mad, but you realize you can't do anything about it. You kind of just have to let go and just continue, or else you're just going to be miserable.
The destruction in some areas beyond catastrophic. In the suburbs of Indianapolis, this Parkway bridge sheared in half by floods. There's no timeline on its repair.
So this happened in the suburb. I believe Michael Jackson is from Indianapolis, Indiana. So there is a specific demographic here that is being affected, and no one wants to talk about that. Oh, excuse me, I think I'm falling asleep. Oh, how long we are into this thing? How long we are? Oh, good Lord, the 2 hours and 50 minutes. All right, let's take a break right quick. Study to show thyself approved unto the Holy One.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
The Holy Spirit, our Mother herself, is in the midst of our class, teaching, showing, and reasoning with us. Come and study with us. Magic, psychology, technology, economy, art. Download our monthly Word of Power, secret and powerful prayers. Join today as a tier. Student, Gravis, and better yet, Intra Templum. We must not cast our pearls before swine. The link is in the description. Join us today. Great glory! The suburb in Indiana. Well, of course, 7 people no more. You know what the number 7 stands for? This flooding is no joke. The wildfire is still going on. We're going to touch on that.
We want to get that ground truth and send things out to Fox News multimedia reporter Chelsea Torres live for us from Indianapolis, Indiana. You showed us what the devastation and the aftermath looked like, but those waters, from what we understand, Chelsea, are still very, very high.
No, definitely, Michael. And I'm actually in one of those neighborhoods right here by...
Again, the guy name is Michael.
The White River, where a lot of families, neighbors cannot actually get back to their homes yet because the water, as you can see behind me, is still high. We're going to get into this a little bit, and I'm going to show you exactly how high it is because it can be deceiving, right? You start seeing this and you see a little bit further up, or I'll move on this side. There's some mailboxes over here, so you can see the mailboxes. A lot of people's backyards, their fences are still pretty high. But if we go up a little bit further into the water, and I have my tape measure at about 2 feet here.
Okay, all right. Well, this is pretty much the whole thing in Indiana, all right? Indiana, Indion, Indian, Indios, land of the people of God. Indianapolis, polis is Greek for city. Bombardopolis, Indianapolis. Orcopolis just means city. So, Hawaii, what's going on over there?
Tonight, heartbreaking scenes in the wake of Hurricane Lala. Communities left unrecognizable, with devastation striking entire towns. The hurricane turned tropical storm sideswiping the Hawaiian Islands with dangerous winds and torrential rains. Today, our team reached Naalehu, one of the hardest hit communities on the Big Island. And it is beyond clear in every direction you look here that this is the place that took the brunt of Lala's power. The small town turned into a muddy debris field.
So this is a hurricane that happened August 17, but I believe somewhere like August the 16th. And I didn't hear anything about it. If it wasn't people that shared the links with me, I wouldn't know anything about it. Hurricane, beloved, hit Hawaii. Ever since that fiasco they had with that fire a couple of years ago, Hawaii never recovered. And they won't. Well, until the people that are supposed to be out of the land, well, not even out of the land, out of the realm, or out. So why is it that this Hurricane Lala is not a big news? People are not talking about it. The main reason is because it didn't hit us. It didn't hit a community that looked like us, where everybody would have get freaking emotional, go out there, letting the entire world know that this hate is going on in our community. They don't understand that, this is the internet that you're using is a tactical weapon. The left hand should never let the right hand know what he's doing, because he is the left hand, the most hated hand out there. But you can't speak like this. Because most people, everybody's a journalist now, everybody's an analyst. But things like that happen. You don't see those people going online and blowing it up because they know they're under judgment. They keep it calm. They make it cool. And you won't see how people go and blow this thing up because they don't care about that. Like Hawaii, I don't have nobody over there. Well, we do have over there people over there. Brother George is over there. We got 2 brothers and a sister over there. We got another sister over there in Graham. I always say I'm going to go to Graham, but I only know the sister over there. I'm like, man, I got to go to Graham. I got to go visit Graham. Not Hawaii, though. I don't have the money for that yet, but I always wanted to go to Graham. But, yeah, don't have the money yet. I'll get it.
One of its only roads in, buried beneath boulders, mud, and headstones, picked up and carried from a nearby cemetery.
Is this the worst you've seen?
Absolutely.
We met Thaddeus Griffith, still in shock over what he survived, telling us the rush of water was so strong it nearly washed away his new car.
I came down and it's bobbing in the water. Oh my God, my heart sank.
His neighbors losing everything. Witnesses say in just a couple minutes, this mud flow picked up anything in its path, from a lawnmower to someone's backyard shed. The power is clear, and we're standing near the foundation of this very home, picked up and carried. Fortunately, the family inside made it out in time. Families here now fending for themselves. Max Doniger and his wife, pregnant with their second child, doing their best to look after their 2-year-old son.
You don't know when you're going to have water back. You don't know when you're going to have power back.
No, it's going to be a while, man.
That's a lot. And this is the one that I wanted to play. This is in Bolivia. Is that what that is? Yes, Bolivia. Is it in La Paz? No, another city. This is the summer, beloved, okay? All right? That came out a day ago. Severe snowstorms paralyze Bolivia, threaten livestock and livelihood. Snowstorm and summer, August in Bolivia. I guess this particular part in Bolivia is susceptible to this type of weather. But, this is plague number 6 right there.
Bolivia's second largest city is hunkering down. Informal traders and small businesses on the streets of El Alto are battling the elements. Despite the impact on their livelihoods, some entrepreneurs are choosing to stay positive.
It's beautiful how it's snowing. It looks beautiful. It's also because of climate change that it's snowing like this. It hurts our sales for the day, but it's beautiful.
El Alto sits high on the Altiplano Plateau, more than 4,000 meters above sea level, flanked by the Andes mountain range, making it one of the highest major cities in the world. Severe snowstorms have prompted the government to act. Travel on major highways and mountain passes has been suspended.
We've been here since dawn. We're stuck. We just made it up and we need someone to help us with machinery. If the government office remembers us, it would be nice, but it seems we're not going to see that help.
In Bolivia's southern city of Potosi, the deep snow is endangering livestock, burying grazing fields.
This is not good, man, because those people need those livestock to survive. So if the snow take that out, which is a plague upon the cattle, it's not gonna be good at all.
We're coming in convoy to rescue our llamas. We don't know where they are, not even the babies. We don't have any feed. Nothing grows here in these places. The municipality or government isn't supporting us.
Potosi's
That's what they do. They are politicians, you know. They are politicians. And the topography of Bolivia is something else, man. You know, it just look straight alien. It's like you're on another planet. And they got the llamas over there. It's a cool animal.
Authorities have declared an emergency after more than 165,000 llamas and sheep face starvation. Bolivians are bracing for yet more heavy snowfall expected in the coming days. Mike Leppel, Al Jazeera.
There you go. All right, and this is Ohio. There you go. This thing come out an hour ago. Is that what that is? Fierce rain swamp Ohio, Kansas, Nebraska. Storms hit mid-Atlantic. Let's watch this because it just came out an hour ago.
To the weather now, and a line of potentially damaging storms slamming the mid-Atlantic at this hour after downpours triggered dozens of flash floods earlier in Ohio. Lonnie Quinn from CBS New York tracking it all.
Fierce rain swamped central Ohio. About 7 inches of rain fell overnight, triggering flash floods and dozens of water rescues this morning. Surging water submerged homes and cars. Several motorists were also rescued as floodwaters just overwhelmed the roadways.
Oh my God.
This video from Zanesville shows water taking over a bridge, cutting off access to the road.
Wow, God bless you guys.
2 people were rescued from a homeless encampment in Columbus after rising water flooded the camp. 5 other people are still missing. This all comes from that storm that pounded Illinois overnight. Several cars were seen stuck in high water. In Kansas and Nebraska, the intense rain took many people by surprise, quickly flooding low-lying roads. The wind-driven storm also knocked down utility lines and tree limbs.
Power lines down, branches everywhere, debris everywhere, so you can't get in and out.
Well, that storm system I just showed you in the Midwest is right on top of New York City right now. In fact, New York City, under heavy rain, has a flash flood warning that stays in effect for for 2 more hours. If you take
So, and then we keep telling people that this issue is going to keep happening in New York. Remember, last time it didn't happen, people were like, oh, that's one in every 400 years. That's one in every 200 years. It's every year now. It's every year. Tornadoes watch. Look at this. Judgment is in the mist.
a look at the maps. Here's the situation. We have a tornado watch from Philadelphia to D.C. tonight, a severe thunderstorm watch from New York City all the way down to the Carolinas. The severe risk. Wherever you see the area lit up in yellow, that's a 2 out of 5. Where it's lit up in green, it's a 1 out of 5. The futurecast will show you the front is going to clear the northeast by, say, 2 o'clock in the morning. But the deep south, it will ignite tomorrow.
Okay, all right. Look at this. This is the path of the eclipse, beloved, okay? If you compare this rain right there, it was the 2024 eclipse path, United States. There you go.
The total solar eclipse on
April 8th, 2024. If you look at this path right here, okay, Oops. We got this path right there, this direction. Uh-oh. See? This is the path. This is the eclipse path. Whatever is on this path right there. Oof. And the other eclipse, 2017, right here. That's why I get all those wildfires over there in California and Washington and Canada, because it got on this side. You know, the X. That's it. And then the Aleph pass, I believe it passed on under Bolivia. It was like, when was that? October 14, 2023? What is this? 2023? October 14, 2023 eclipse. Let's put South America. See if it goes around Bolivia, Colombia, America. I'm typing with my left hand here. Oops. There we go. Go right on top of Colombia. Okay, if you follow it, it go right on top of Colombia and pass Ecuador to Venezuela and then get out of right here. And if we look at the place, all those places going to have judgment. There you go. See, right in Colombia. Panama gonna get theirs. Brazil's gonna be in the mix soon. So Panama, Colombia right there, and go there. And then the other one went to Venezuela. So, all right then. Crazy. Let's keep on moving. I think we played this. It's pretty much the same thing. There we go, the fires. Okay, this is in Greece. This is in Greece, beloved. All right? This is in Greece. This is in Greece, so raw video footage shows close-up look at wildfires in Greece. Well, they don't specify the area of Greece, but these wildfires are everywhere, man. And people are saying, Mr. Primo Del Grande said people are lighting the fire. Okay, Mr. Primo, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. That's fine by me. Oh, that's he's another mook they found. He was wearing that mask and think it was cool going around and do things. And that's how they get into trouble. And that young lady kicked him in the face, and they think it's cool for social media and things like that. Whatever.
Tonight, Lala's damage coming into focus after lashing Hawaii's Big Island overnight.
Okay, all right, we'll watch this. Is this one has music? Okay, this is Indiana. We'll watch this. The fire. I need the fire.
We're here in eastern Belgium, where a fire has raged over the past few days. This is a peat bog behind me, and the fire has singed and charred the top grasses, but it has also moved underground. A Forestry Service officer just told us that this is particularly dangerous because it sometimes doesn't smoke, can lay dormant for weeks and occasionally pop up in other places, requiring weeks, if not months of work to make sure that this thing doesn't rekindle, reignite in the future. Authorities say that the fire has largely been put out, but it is still moving east towards Germany. And what is especially dangerous is this was a battleground in World War II, and that there's unexploded ordnance on the border with Germany that might be ignited.
Very unlikely. Fires can do this. They have to be triggered, but what do I know? This is in Belgium, beloved. Places you never heard wildfires. This is moving towards Germany. Yo, go argue with this wildfire over there in Belgium. Remember King Leopold, the Belgian? King Leopold, the Belgian. Remember this guy? He didn't die too long ago. Died in 1909. Remember him? Remember Sir Leopold? His legacy? People are wondering what the hell is going on over there in Belgium. Remember that legacy? Because they know who those people were. They weren't doing that to all the Congolese. There is a specific group of Congolese, men and women, they choose and they did this to them. They asked them, where is the city? Where did you hide it? We cannot show it to you because we don't know. This wasn't about rubber and gold, man. This was about something else. And this is the legacy, man. All right? This is the legacy. So people are asking why those wildfires over there. There you go.
Neighbor's house is burning up.
Oof.
Look at that.
So, this Canadian guy is showing you all those people that were living off grid. His neighbor's house burned down. The entire place is being burned down. Okay, look at this. Look at the up. Look at the, it's burned down. Now, what are you going to do? What can you do? Okay, this is in Colorado. Okay, Colorado hit by stunning hailstorm as huge chunk of ice bury trees. Okay. Increase of hail and snow from the apocalypse of Abraham. We've warned you. We've warned you. But most people don't care. Most people don't listen. Most people are like, hey, you, I don't care. I'm just going to party. Well, that's the result. Once again. Wait, that's North Korea. South Korea, we did that.
Turn now to that coast-to-coast heat across the southern U.S. The temperature in Charleston today feeling like 113, just short of the high of 118 in California's Death Valley. Our Jason Allen trying to stay cool tonight in Phoenix.
As temperatures in Phoenix soared toward 110 degrees, people made their way toward a city respite center to escape the brutal heat.
As long as it's touching the back of your neck, your body will cool off, okay?
People and pets will stay here for hours during the hottest part of the day, but this center stays open now for 24 hours, with people needing relief even after the sun goes down.
So you found that there is a need for heat relief around the clock, not just in the middle of the day?
Yes, because especially in the hottest part of the summer, it's still very hot at night.
Rachel Milne. No, Raquel. Rache, innit that mean vengeance in German? Is that what that is? How do you say vengeance in German?
In German, you would say Rache.
Rache. Rache. Vengeance is mine. That's literally. You can't make this up. You can't. Her name, if you take out the L, which is El, Elohim, Michael, Mikael, Gabriel, her name is Raha, mine. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. And this is in Phoenix, the Bird, Arizona. Beautiful place, great people over there. I would one day love to go to Phoenix, Arizona, but what constraint? That's what that is. Raha, vengeance.
Rache.
In German. Vengeance.
Vengeance
is mine. Vengeance is mine, saith.
The phrase, vengeance is mine, I will repay, says the Lord, comes from the Bible, specifically Romans chapter 12, verse 19, and teaches against personal revenge. It means people shouldn't seek to harm others when wronged, but trust God to deliver justice.
That's garbage. Don't listen to that. That's garbage. They don't know what they are saying. They put the AI out there to say this garbage. But anyway, her name is Rachel, mine. It's German for you, son. Yeah.
As well. So we really wanted people to be able to come inside and cool down during the evening hours as well.
The heat has been relentless in Maricopa County this year, where nearly 600 deaths are under investigation to determine if they're heat-related. 81 heat-related deaths are already confirmed this year.
81, 8 plus 1 equal.
That's more than double the number of confirmed heat deaths at this time last year. Arizona is trying to find new ways to stay cool, including covering about 200 miles of asphalt roads with a gray paint, cooling the surface up to 12 degrees. In Garland, Texas, near Dallas, where it has topped 100 degrees for 9 days straight, a 5-year-old girl died after she was left inside a car. New Mexico emergency rooms have seen more than 900 people for heat-related illnesses since April, the highest number the state says it has ever recorded.
And the city of Phoenix has closed down the entrances to hiking trails right now. That's to prevent people from going up into those hills during the hottest part of the day, being overcome by the heat and needing to be rescued. Tony?
All right, Jason, thank you.
Ooh, beloved. Ooh. This is practically bad. This is very, very bad. As you just saw, the earthquakes, Colombia, the dove, the Holy Spirit, the floods, the snows, judgment is here, and this isn't for Jacob. Woe unto the one that refused to do right by the children of the light. Woe unto the one that is trying to infiltrate the light to blind the children of the Holy One. Beloved, I'm leaving you with peace. I'm leaving you with love. I say shalom. Study to show thyself approved unto the Holy One.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
The Holy Spirit, our Mother herself, is in the midst of our class, teaching, showing, and reasoning with us. Come and study with us. Magic, psychology, technology, economy, art. Download our monthly Word of Power, secret and powerful prayers. Join today as a tier. Student, Gravis, and better yet, Intra Templum. We must not cast our pearls before swine. The link is in the description. Join us today. Great glory! Would you like to know who your guardian angel is? Would you like to know which day belongs to you? What color to wear on your day? What perfume or cologne to use? Would you like to know your metal, your house, your element, your flower, your birthstone, and your 5 days of miracles? Do you know your celestial family members? Do you know your opposite side, your shadow side? If you would like to perform your own spiritual background check, please buy our book on Amazon, the 8K Family Handbook. Inside, you will find a step-by-step guide to discovering your spiritual powers. The link is in the description. Find your special abilities and nurture them. Great glory! Happy Jubilee is our new album. It is available now on iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, and any streaming service. You can also watch the music video on our YouTube channel. The link is in the description, and the QR code is at the end of this video. Listen to music that raises your vibration, music in harmony with your peace, music that brings true happiness. The album is by your beloved brother Big Levi. Download it now. Let the music help you reach a higher vibration and a positive frequency. Great glory!